I really wasn't planning on weighing in too heavily on this whole MrBeast drama that's blowing up, calling him demonic for his newest video about curing 1,000 people's blindness. Because I feel like the only people that are going super hard on this, making a big hoot and holler, calling it demonic, are people who are terminally online, like a Twitter prisoner, their soul trapped on the platform, forced to tweet 50,000 tweets a year, and pretty much find every possible thing to be upset about. I'm still just not convinced there's any real breathing sentient people that actually have these thoughts outside of Twitter. I think Twitter for some reason acts as like this exorcism to bring out the dumb demon within everyone. It's extremely easy to go on Twitter and say the stupidest shit imaginable and never register how dumb it is. I don't know, that's just the Twitter brain rot in a nutshell. It's very easy to do things on there and feel like you're being productive, like you made a mean tweet or you complained about something, thus you're improving the world. Anyway, I'm already getting lost in the sauce here. I'll break down the situation. MrBeast made a video a couple days ago where he paid for people's life-changing surgery for restoring eyesight, giving them eyesight for the first time. It was a very big video. Performed extremely well, tons of views, but it also spawned tons of controversy, which isn't surprising at all. I'm sure everyone saw that coming. This wasn't a shocking revelation. It was about as surprising as learning that poop smells bad, because everything is controversial to someone, no matter what. And I know this has been said a million times now, but it is the truth. If MrBeast made a video talking about how he found the cure for cancer and is giving it away to, like, for free for everyone, forever, there would still be a large group of people online that would be comparing him to the Antichrist and saying he's only doing it as a selfish means and it's exploitative. Like, we've reached this point where everyone has to be mad about something, no matter how positive it is. It's pretty much a giant fucking parody of civilization at this point when it comes to how Twitter responds to shit. But anyway, he makes this video, he pays for all of these surgeries, and he gets blasted on Twitter for it by a large group of people. I'll just go ahead and bring up probably the biggest tweet that people were talking about. It's this one that talks about it being demonic and not being able to explain why, which is always such a beautiful argument. This thing sucks, but don't ask me why, because I can't explain it. It just does, because everything sucks to me. Fuck everyone and fuck everything. Everything's negative. It's a really great point that they're making here, but anyway, this led to a large discussion and people debating, is it even a good thing what he's done here? So let me weigh in here. Here comes MrBeast's unpaid PR guy coming out. I think it's a good thing. I think there's a lot of good arguments to be made about the state of medical treatment like this. How 1,000 people could have had life-changing surgery if they were just born wealthier, or if they were a bit luckier with their financials. If they just had a good spawn in life, they could have been able to afford this life-changing treatment and been able to see. But it's been paywalled, and they couldn't afford it. And the only way they were able to get it is because MrBeast wanted to make a video out of it. That's a very real problem. But it's a problem MrBeast didn't create. He's not the supervillain puppet master behind the scenes making these treatments unaffordable. This is so weird to target him. It seems very misguided instead of going after the actual issue at the core of all of this. The gift of sight shouldn't be something that you have to fucking be lucky enough to afford. Treating vision like some kind of DLC paywall package is so fucking awful. A lot of people criticize this because he made a video out of it saying, well, you could have just done this on your own, which you could have, and I always agree that that's a very fine thing to point out. I've always agreed that doing good deeds in private is far more genuine and authentic than doing good deeds for the sake of public brownie points or reputational benefits. A YouTuber making a video, giving homeless people money for 12 hours challenge. Impossible. It's like, oh, that's kind of fucking weird. But I've also always maintained the stance of, yeah, the motivation may have been selfish, but those people did get money that is no doubt going to be helpful for them. So it's a good deed done by a less than good person. And the thing with MrBeast is, he does do a lot of great shit for his community in private. So when he does do these public displays of doing good things, I never get the impression that it's inauthentic or coming from a place of trying to, capitalize on the back of suffering or anything like that. Like, of course, you can obviously tell it grows his brand, so it is mutually beneficial. Him doing good deeds does also benefit him, maybe not financially, but in terms of like subscribers and all of that, it does help him. But both things can be true, that he could be genuinely wanting to help people while it also helping himself. But I feel like MrBeast, given his track record, has shown that he does these things to hopefully inspire others, and the money he makes from this content usually goes into other things that help other people, like MrBeast philanthropy, for example. So it's always fueling a greater good regardless. But something that is important to point out is that yes, it does grow his brand. He benefits from this. Even if it's not financially, he obviously is going to take a huge net loss on this because of the price of these surgeries. His brand does grow from it. But I ask, is that a bad thing? For so long, people have called for positive role models to be the people that are successful and popular. And now you have someone like MrBeast, who is the biggest YouTuber, and almost all of his content is focused on improving other people's lives, whether it's directly through financial incentives, through MrBeast philanthropy, food kitchens, paying for 1,000 people's eyesight. Isn't that the exact kind of content you would want to be successful? Let's hop into the septic tank and play around in the shit takes for a moment. Let's say MrBeast is truly rotten to the core and everything he does is driven for selfish gain, of growing his brand and all of that. No matter how you spin it, 1,000 people in this video just had their lives improved for the better. And let's say other selfishly driven assholes watch this video and they see the amazing amount of views on it. Well, they might do the same thing. 1,000 more people get their blindness cured by another YouTuber who wants a ton of views. Also, real quick, MrBeast didn't find the cure for blindness. It's not like he was digging in his backyard, found buried treasure, and it was just like this fucking panacea to cure blindness or anything like that. He is paying for surgery that currently exists. Just wanted to quickly clear that up real quick, just in case anyone keeps seeing these headlines and are convinced that Dr. Beast came in here and found some kind of wild blindness cure. But anyway, it doesn't even matter what the motivation behind the videos or the act is, because no matter how you spin it, there's the immutable fact that 1,000 people just had their lives improved for the better. Even if MrBeast is the result of a fusion dance between Darth Vader and Doctor Doom, it wouldn't change the fact that 1,000 real people just experienced a very real improvement in their life as a result of them making that video. Which in my opinion is a good thing, and I feel like most people should feel the same way. There's plenty to be mad about with the core problem here, which is these people should have already had access to this treatment without MrBeast needing to make a video on it. That I completely agree with. But that doesn't make me mad at MrBeast for doing it. That makes me upset at the system that's currently in place enforcing that. That is the issue, not what MrBeast has done. And I'm so fucking tired of hearing this term poverty tourism tossed around when talking about MrBeast. It just shows such a gross misunderstanding of what that even means. To try and slap that label on what MrBeast does is so fucking off the mark. The worms in your brain must be suffering from parasites. Like, there is so much wrong in your noodle to possibly even think for a second this could be considered poverty tourism. You know what is poverty tourism, and something that a lot of YouTubers have done and is exploitative, is the people that go to, like, when Phidias went to the poorest country in the world, and it's just showcasing, oh, look at how poor they are, and treating everyone there like props for his own video. That's poverty tourism, and I will fully agree that there are cases of people trying to emulate MrBeast, like the example I just used, Phidias, and just completely missing the mark and ending up making a video where it's just, hey, look at all these poor people. Wow, they're so poor. Can you believe they're that poor? Maybe we should do something? Like, that's an issue. Yeah, that content sucks. I don't support that. Fucking nobody supports that. When Phidias posted that video, he got dunked on by everyone on the internet. It's not something people like. But what MrBeast does, I think, is very far removed from poverty tourism. Now, there is one very legitimate complaint directly at MrBeast that I will agree with, and it's the thumbnail. The thumbnail is weird. I definitely think this is one of MrBeast's weirdest thumbnails here. It's like alarming, almost. Like, there's like 1,000 words told in this single picture here, and none of them make any sense. So yeah, I think the thumbnail is very odd. But yeah, thumbnail aside, I think what he's done is a good thing, obviously. And I don't really know how you can even justify through mental gymnastics why it's bad and why you hate him for it. It just doesn't really compute with me. What you're actually mad about is an issue he had nothing to do with. Again, I don't think people should have to rely on a YouTuber looking to make a big video in order to get life-changing surgery. That is the issue. It's not so much the YouTuber that pays for that surgery. That I think is just, no matter how you spin it, a good thing for the person. I'm really tired of people speaking on others' behalf, getting offended for other people that they're not involved with and they don't know. I've seen a lot of people attribute feelings to the 1,000 people in these videos saying, man, they must feel so used and exploited. They must feel so violated that Jimmy used them here for a viral video. Well, I'm going to make a counterpoint. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know them? Huh? Was that you in the video? Your family member? Your friend? I doubt it. Highly doubt it. How are you going to speak for them? How are you going to be mad for them and try and tell everyone what they were likely experiencing? I would wager a guess they're experiencing a high level of happiness. I bet they were thrilled to have eyesight, would be my guess. So yeah, anyway, that's really my take on the whole situation. I think this drama is one of the sadder ones I've seen in quite some time, because I feel like this is just something most people should be celebrating. Like, hey, the biggest YouTuber is doing good things, as opposed to degenerate shit, like most people online. I think that's something to be happy about. There's 1,000 people whose lives have just been improved. I think that's a good thing. Like, I think that's a big thumbs up. There are issues you can talk about as a result of this, and there is a really good discussion to be had about, like, the actual core thing regarding the surgery and the cost of these kind of procedures. I think that's a good conversation to have, but I don't know why it comes back to MrBeast being a bad guy for paying for the surgery. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. That's about it. See ya. MrBeast just dropped a new video where I compete in a big old game, but that's playing second fiddle to the drama it just spawned with me in the center of this singularity here. It sent Twitter into a piranha feeding frenzy here, with me getting spaghettified in the middle of this black hole of drama. So let's make like a package and address it. It's this clip right here.
What's up, bro?
Hey, nice
How are you, dude? I like your videos, dude.
I appreciate it.
I know you've talked some shit, but...
Everybody hates Logan Paul. Is everyone around Logan just a fucking idiot?
I'm always super happy that people don't take it personally, man.
I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
thank God.
I understand I'm a and I appear to be a bro. So good to see you, bro.
And also, Prime's pretty fire.
Thanks,
I'm not
bro.
allowed to say it on camera.
I get it, bro. I get it, bro. Talk, bro.
Good luck today, all right?
Yeah, likewise, bro. Likewise.
People are already lining up with the pitchforks, lit torches, and spit out apple juice about how fake I am and how I folded in front of Logan Paul in person, cowering in fear, piddling my little britches. For some reason, the biggest part about that is what I said about Prime, which is like, oh, Charlie's super fake, he shits on Prime online, but in person, behind the scenes, with the mask off, he actually loves it. I'm not sure if this is people maliciously lying about me, like Pinocchio, or if they just genuinely don't know, or maybe heard something that was wrong, but I've never shit on Prime. I've actually only ever talked positively about it on stream or in videos. Me saying it's pretty fire, but I can't say it on camera is literally the simplest joke ever, like a water cooler joke at work. I've talked about it on camera numerous times. Anytime I've ever been asked about it or have made a video where it's been a subject, I've always mentioned that I actually think Prime's pretty good. Like, here's a quick example from a video I made a year ago when there was those like wakey wine scams or whatever about Prime. All just to get their hands on some Prime. I've had it before because in the States it's not rare, it's not hard to come by. I could walk outside right now and find like an unopened pallet of Prime. It's really just in the UK that this hysteria is sweeping the entire nation. It's going absolutely crazy there. So I've tried it. I think it's good. I have no complaints, but I certainly wouldn't be beating some ass and being that desperate to get my hands on a bottle. And I still wouldn't. You wouldn't catch me running around like a fucking Frankenstein's monster trying to hunt down a pallet of Prime, but it's good. And I've always said that on streams and in videos, so I don't know where this narrative is that I've shit on it publicly, but behind the scenes I'm actually like an addict injecting it into my veins or lying to Logan Paul about it. I've always consistently said I actually like Prime. I think it's pretty fire. So I don't know why that's something that's sticking. Like, I prefer Gamer Sups, obviously, but that doesn't mean every other drink that's a competitor is bad. It's not. But now let's get to that second part where Logan Paul's spiritual pressure sent me to the floor like it was right out of the Bleach anime, and I was just trembling in fear to confront him directly. So, this was filmed a month or so ago, a little over a month ago now. Since then, he is now apparently suing CoffeeZilla. Either Logan or someone on his team is suing CoffeeZilla, which is a massive fucking L. That is brain dead activity for sure. But when this was filmed, that wasn't happening. What was happening was he was publicly trying to make amends with the victims of his Crypto.Zoo scam that he butt-fucked them all with, and as far as I know, he has been paying some people back, and at the time was still in the process of paying people back through whatever program he set up for it. But there was none of this lawsuit going on, and one of the first things that he said was that he actually deserved all of the shit that he got for it, for all of the mistakes that he made. Ludwig was also there, someone else who was shit on Logan Paul, and Logan was saying something to a similar effect there as well, from what I recall. So at the time, he was in the process of trying to fix all the dog shit that he put innocent people through. And when I talked about this on stream and in the videos about Crypto.Zoo and what was going on with it with the updates, I had always said, as long as the victims are made whole again and they get their money back, that's a happy ending. But Logan is still a scumbag for ever doing it in the first place, which is something that he also said he deserved everything he got from doing that. So, I have always said as well that I never harbor hatred for someone who will actually change. There's nothing to gain with just holding a grudge forever. That's childish. If someone is actually willing to learn and grow from things, I'm more than willing to break bread with them. Logan Paul was very respectful of not only all the other competitors, but all of the staff at the event as well. So when he reached out to say hi, I was more than willing to be receptive and mature about the situation. He immediately opened up about all of the problems that he had caused and how regretful he was. So what would be the point in me getting there and just spitting on him if he's actually going to start being less of a piece of shit? That's the whole goal of calling someone out, so that way they can learn from it and not be that insufferable asshole anymore. Of course, fast forward to the current episode of Dragon Ball Z, and apparently he's suing CoffeeZilla, or someone on his team is, which brings me to that other statement that's floating around that video where I called everyone around Logan a fucking idiot. And that is super true, because I don't know who the fuck Logan Paul surrounds himself with, but it must be actual lobotomites, because I don't know who would sign off on Logan suing CoffeeZilla. But at the time, that wasn't happening. All that was happening was him seemingly actively trying to fix all of the things that he fucked in the face. Now, as for the not taking things personally statement, I've been very consistent with that from the very beginning. When I make a video about something, it's usually just for the sake of making jokes or being goofy about it, so I never really want whatever I'm talking about to be taken in a personal level or as anything like that. Though that does vary on a case-to-case basis depending on how serious the topic is, because I've absolutely crossed over the line in making things much more personal than they probably should. But usually I try and just keep it more surface stuff about why something is bad or whatever happened, whatever they did is fucking stupid or whatever. A great example is The Manny Show. I recently made 2 videos about The Manny Show's fraudulent copyright strikes, and The Manny Show just made a response video a couple days ago where they took full responsibility. They explained that they hired a monetization manager who kind of went rogue and started striking channels against the Manny Show's will. Once they learned about it, they immediately fired that person, and they just took it all on the chin, took full responsibility, and made no excuses whatsoever, and even addressed all the videos that were made about the Manny Show, saying that it was all warranted and that they understand that it came from a place of just trying to look out for the ecosystem. The Manny Show doesn't believe in censorship, and it was just a really good response overall. And the Manny Show didn't take it personally, even though what I was saying was very mean, for sure. Like, it definitely wasn't nice. I didn't exactly have the soccer boppers on. I was going fucking bare knuckle with some of the things I said about the Manny Show. They still didn't take it to a, personal offense or anything. Another great example is FaZe Rug. FaZe Rug was in this competition as well. FaZe Rug, I've also made a couple videos on making fun of. Absolutely. And FaZe Rug actually reached out a year ago to talk about, hey, I hope you don't hate me, Charlie. I've watched your videos on me as well, and I want you to know, they actually made me laugh. And in person, FaZe Rug kept that same energy. He was a super nice guy who was talking about, yeah, that shit was kind of cringe, and the things you were saying made me giggle about it. And that's how I always want it to be when I make a video covering something where even the protagonist who I'm making jokes about can watch it and not be mad, but instead be entertained about it. And hopefully not walk away from it thinking that I have this burning hatred for them that will never go away. Now, in Logan Paul's case, it is a little bit different, because with the dead body situation as well as the Crypto.Zoo scam, I definitely did get far more personal than just surface level jokes, talking about him being an actual piece of shit, surrounded by sycophant pieces of shit as well, that just continue to enable horrible behavior. But at the end of the day, all of it was geared towards a goal. In the Crypto.Zoo scam, getting everyone paid back and explaining why it needs to be paid back and is a horrible thing. So Logan Paul taking that and letting it not be personal but instead constructive is the best case scenario there. Not just for me, but Ludwig and everyone else that's called Logan Paul out, which was like half of the fucking competition, by the way. So it's just, I don't see why this ended up being a huge drama thing, because all of it's consistent with all of the shit that I've said on stream for like the last 6 months with Logan Paul. Since CoffeeZilla's last update on Logan Paul and CryptoZoo with the refunds, like where's the refund and where's all the money, following that and talking about it, I have maintained that as long as people are paid back, that's what matters. And as far as I knew, there were measures being taken place that were getting people their money back. That's a good thing, and hopefully Logan Paul can learn from this and this kind of shit won't happen again. All of this should really be nothing new. Here's another quick example about me always being willing to talk to or at least engage with people that I have called out on a personal level. The Sneeko beef, the medium rare beef that I had with Sneeko that lasted for a while, culminated with me actually getting in a call with Sneeko and talking person to person about all of this shit. Just hashing it out. Well, not face to face because, I mean, obviously it's through the internet, it's the fucking cyberspace, it's not face to face, but it's the same thing. We directly talk to each other. So meeting Logan in person and him wanting to talk about this, I was more than willing to do, and he was very respectful, took full responsibility and accountability in person, so I was more than willing to be mature about this and talk to him as a human being. I don't see why in any circumstances this would be perceived as being two-faced. I did this most recently with Sneeko. Before him, it was that person that was calling me a deep state, new world order chill or whatever, brought him on the podcast to talk it all out. Like, it's something I've always done and always will be willing to do. I think it's very childish to just plug your ears and say, boo, 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 not listening to you, whatever, and not engage with someone that you have an issue with. And again, this was filmed over a month ago when I wasn't privy to any new dogshit behavior from Logan. This lawsuit with CoffeeZilla is new. So I couldn't call him out on it or anything like that. So I don't know what else to tell you other than this isn't anything new. I've always been more than willing to talk to and be mature with people that I have called out and had grievances with in the past, as long as they are willing to engage with me and be mature about it as well. And Logan was. So yeah, overall, great MrBeast video. I lost and also got thrown into a ton of drama, so that was pretty fire. That's about it. See ya. Yesterday, Ava Kris Tyson of the MrBeast crew had a ton of evidence surface about horrible behavior with how they communicated with minors, as well as a past of really disgusting shit. A lot of people are calling the Season 7 writers of 2024 internet drama lazy because they're reusing a similar plotline. A lot of people drew comparisons to Dr. Disrespect recently being outed for talking inappropriately to a minor. There are tons of screenshots to showcase exactly what was being said to someone who was between 13 and 14 years old at the time, and it's fucking gross. It's completely unacceptable. Some of them were just public tweets right under everyone's nose. So Ava Tyson was an adult at this point. Lava was a child. And saying things like, I posted some fire nudes for you, please no share, and then other shit like, but not $5 pathetic JK kissy face, they seem to communicate a lot, even sending Snapchats. So here's one that says, coming for America, and then goes on to talk about being in a group chat and everything. And I've seen a lot of people try and cope and deflect saying like, oh, it's just edgy jokes, people are blowing this out of proportion. What a bunch of fucking nonsense. That's a load of hooey. That's dirty barnacles. That's ridiculous. Under no circumstances should an adult be communicating with a child in any inappropriate manner whatsoever. Edgy jokes between an adult and a child are still fucking gross. That's not like the slam dunk defense that some people seem to think it is. Under no circumstances should an adult be in a group chat with a bunch of children sending coming for America pictures. Like, that's still bad. That's still horrible. That's still really fucking weird. From what I can tell, most of the screenshots and a lot of the compiled evidence comes from this YouTuber, Prism42. This seems to be where most of it started, and since this video dropped, there's been a lot more screenshots that have come out with all kinds of really bad things that were being said to or about minors. I've only shown a couple here, but there's quite a bit more, and they're all just as bad, if not worse. Like, for some reason, Ava Tyson had a habit of calling a 13 or 14-year-old daddy. Like, you can't just write that off as being like quirky, inappropriate, edgy jokes that people are blowing out of proportion. That's unacceptable. It's indefensible. Now, the 13, 14-year-old in question for a lot of these messages is someone that has come forward to give their own accounts of the situation, and according to them, they don't believe that they were groomed or anything bad was done on the part of Ava Tyson or anything like that. And I'll just go ahead and give my take on it here. I talked about it on stream. And I'm not trying to be some kind of armchair psychologist because I'm just, at the end of the day, a little reptile brain idiot. But I really do feel like in a situation like this, it's very difficult to process just how inappropriate or unacceptable something was when you lived it. I imagine that it's very difficult to view this as the person that you communicated to so closely for so long was actually evil or doing things that were wrong. But in reality, no child should have this kind of relationship with an adult where you're joking about sending nudes to a minor or making edgy jokes about coming for America. So while the person here might not feel like a victim, it really is completely unacceptable that Ava Tyson would be communicating with them like this. It really is, no matter how it's spun. Now, it is important to mention that right now, most of the evidence is screenshots, so I guess there is the chance that some could be faked, but some of them seem very hard to fake, like there's a video going through a Snapchat conversation with Ava. There's also confirmed things that were publicly tweeted from their account over the years, which I'll get to now. And it was also revealed that Ava Tyson had a history of being a Shadman enthusiast. Since all of the tweets have been deleted, it makes it very difficult to find the times that they communicated with Shadman or talked about Shadman and the art, but I did find this from Mudahar's video, who went to the Wayback Machine and showcased this tweet. And Mudahar censored it because the character does not appear to be over the age of 18. For those of you that know that name, that might have just triggered a Winter Soldier moment in your brain with your eyes rolling into the back of your skull, because it is so foul. Shadman was an artist who drew child porn. Now, when you hear that, a lot of people think that you're talking about lolly or lolly hentai type shit, which is characters that look like little girls but are actually 5,000-year-old vampires. Like, that's the meme. Fucking sipping from their Mountain Dew going, uncultured swine. You see, it's not actually a real child. This is a victimless crime. This may look like a 4-year-old girl, but you don't understand the lore. She's actually coming from a sophisticated line of goblin ogres, and she is over 400 years old. So it's completely legal, and you're weird for thinking that it's weird. But with Shadman, he wasn't drawing lolly. He was drawing real children sexually. So one of the most infamous cases was when he drew Keemstar's 8-year-old daughter in a pornographic setting. That actual fucking lunatic drew porn of an 8-year-old girl. That's not hearsay or anything. That is something that actually happened. And you know what's even crazier? I talked about this on stream. A lot of people supported him publicly. Like, a lot of people defended that. Back when Shadman dropped that revolting dog shit, there was a lot of people that were pumping their fists saying, "Go Shadman! It's Keemstar, who cares? Doesn't matter, he deserves it anyway. Shadman, do you take requests? Can you do this person's underage daughter next?" He received applause for drawing child porn. Let that shit marinate for a moment. So anyway, Ava Tyson has publicly tweeted about lolly, and in particular, there are tweets of Ava Tyson talking either to or about Shadman. A lot of the tweets are gone now because the Twitter account has been nuked, but there are archives of a lot of them. And one thing that still persists, and one thing that a lot of people have been showing, is that Ava Tyson may have actually commissioned a piece from Shadman, or at the very least, purchased a piece from Shadman. There's a clip from a MrBeast video where there is Shadman art hanging on the wall, belonging to Ava Tyson. I censored the close-up of the art for obvious reasons, but this is something that is irrefutable. The only question about Ava Tyson and Shadman's connection is whether or not a piece was commissioned or purchased. But at the very least, a piece was owned by Ava Tyson. And I don't think there's any wiggle room to just explain this away as some kind of innocent whoops-a-daisy moment of being ignorant of what the art was. With Ava Tyson having publicly talked about content and art like that, and then also owning a Shadman piece, I don't think it's some kind of coincidence. Like, I don't think it was an accident and they didn't know Shadman drew child porn. I really don't. And then yet another disturbing video surfaced where they had actually made a video a long time ago that linked to revenge porn of Jeanette McCurdy.
The story is she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out. And but the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that you know, people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it.
That's crazy. That's astonishing. Sharing revenge porn publicly and trying to spin it like, well, some people might want to see this, so for you degenerates, I've posted the link in the description. If you want to check that out. But you'd be weird to do that, and I'm not endorsing it. That's unhinged. Completely unhinged. So all of this started to hit the mainstream. More and more people started sharing screenshots as well as other chat logs, all kinds of things with a history of communicating inappropriately with or about minors. And in response, a couple hours ago, Ava Tyson did make a statement, and this is what was said. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. That is kind of a textbook non-apology. It doesn't address anything. It doesn't talk about anything. It's just like this blanket boilerplate statement about stepping away. There's no denial of anything, no claims that some of the information is false, made up, fabricated, a lie, a fib, a bunch of malarkey, nothing at all. You would really think that if any of the information was wrong or faked, that would be one of the first things that Ava Tyson would want to set the record straight on. But that didn't happen. Even if it was something like needing more time, I really feel like that would have been expressed in the statement, saying, need more time to talk about all of these things that are incorrect. But again, that's not there. So they're assumed to be all correct at this point, and they're indefensible, the things that have come out here. As I was rendering this video, Ava Tyson dropped more tweets claiming that no one was ever groomed, and then states that the victim vocally supported that that's false. I again, already told you my feelings on that. I really don't think a child who has this kind of relationship with an adult would ever really recognize just how inappropriate it was because it became so normalized to them, which it never should be. It's a horrible thing, and there really is no excusing it in my eyes. Going further, there's an apology about unacceptable social media posts and then saying that it was edgy jokes and that it was unacceptable humor, that it's like a thing of the past and it's been misconstrued into things that didn't happen, and then not wanting the accusations to impact hundreds of people who work at MrBeast, which is why Ava Tyson has stepped away. I just don't think you can write off a lot of those social media posts as edgy jokes or edgy humor when you actually owned art from an artist who draws child porn. That's not a joke anymore. Haha, bought some child porn art. Like, that's not exactly side-splitting comedy. Like, I don't really think you can just go ahead and hand wave that as being edgy and like old humor that you've grown from. And then some of the tweets about it and like requests, what's the joke? Like, what's the punchline of that? I really don't think you can just say, oh, it's just edgy jokes that are blown out of proportion. Sorry if people are offended by it. Like, that just doesn't really work to me. As of right now, there's been no response from MrBeast or anyone else on the team about all of this. So it remains to be seen whether or not Jimmy or anyone else on the team knew about these things or what's going on there. But as of me making this video, there's still no response yet. So this whole situation is obviously horrible. And there's a little bit more I want to talk about here, and it's something I didn't even think I'd ever need to talk about, but I guess we've reached this point in the internet where this is necessary. I've been being attacked on Twitter, just fucking dogpiled, about my ignoring the situation and refusing to speak on it, being too much of a coward to talk about all this, which is crazy to me. And then people saying like, oh, where was the same energy for where was the same energy that you had for Dr. Disrespect here? And it's crazy that I even have to talk about this. So last night during stream, this story was still breaking. Things were still coming out about this story. And I talked about it on stream last night. The same day all of these pieces of evidence were surfacing. I talked about it immediately. Once I became aware of what the evidence was out there and what the claims were and what was going on, I was talking about it right away. And I even posted a video that is highly edited and short nice and concise about the whole bare bones of the situation and my thoughts on it for the second channel, so that way even if you have the biggest brain rot and can't focus on a video for long, you can still finish that whole video and see just how bad this whole Ava Tyson situation is. So I talked about it immediately, but Twitter didn't see that video, and the ones that did wrote it off as, oh, he's only going to put this on his second channel because he's afraid to put it on his main channel. He didn't do that for Dr. Disrespect. He was like that with Dr. Disrespect. You are provably wrong. All you had to do was activate a few fucking neurons in your noodle. Check my Dr. Disrespect video. I posted it at, I think it was 9 p.m. on June 22nd. June 22nd is when my Dr. Disrespect video went up. The allegation against Dr. Disrespect was on June 21st. So what happened is, that allegation came out. I talked about it on stream. Dr. Disrespect made a statement as well the same day that I talked about on stream. Then the following day, almost a full 24 hours later, I made the video talking about it. And in this situation, it is the exact same timeline. I was talking about it as everything was unfolding. I even had a video go up on the second channel going over everything that was coming out, and now I'm making the full video about it 24 hours later. It's the exact same speed and same energy as the Dr. Disrespect situation. And the main person who started this lightning rod of accusations about me ducking it and refusing to address it is fucking Sneeko of all people.
Yo, look out, Moist Critical is not gonna go talk about the Kris situation because he wants to have the MrBeast collab. Bro, you're gonna talk about every other trending situation, Dr. Disrespect, Sneeko, anything that goes viral goes on your main channel. Kris, the associate of the biggest YouTube channel in the world, you do a 4-minute clip on your second channel. Stop coping and be a journalist if you're gonna be a journalist, or just say that you wanna have the collab. Stop lying.
Jesus Christ, the fucking drool there is gonna drive me insane. I need to go put on the fucking bathrobe here and give him PTSD or something. What do you mean it is a 4-minute clip? Because I did that so people like you who don't pay attention long enough could see my take on it and also get the bare bones information of what makes it so horrible. That's the reason it's a 4-minute clip on the second channel. It was never going to be the only video I made talking about it. I was always going to make a full breakdown of this because it's bad. It's a horrible situation. So yes, you're right. I do talk about like big trending bad shit like Dr. Disrespect or like Cody Ko most recently. I don't know why people thought I wouldn't talk about this. I knew Cody Ko far more than I knew Ava Tyson. I talked to Cody Ko at length one time on his podcast and then one other time in DMs. Ava Tyson, I met 1.5 times. I first met them after a poker game with MrBeast. They showed up right at the end, right before I left. And then at the most recent MrBeast video, also right when I got out, Ava Tyson showed up and I talked to them for a couple of minutes. But I never knew Ava Tyson very well. Cody Ko I did, and I still wasn't afraid to talk about how awful his shit was. So I've never been someone to fucking shy away from a bad situation like this just because I know or am familiar with the person that it's about. So I don't know why people thought that that would be the case here. And also, for the millionth fucking time, I'm not a journalist. I'm like the Z-tier stupid journalist, like this actual layman fucking CTE-riddled idiot that reports on stories, and I talk about them usually to make jokes about them. In rare cases, and recently it's been very common, there's serious stories that I am very passionate about delivering and talking about how shitty they are. So, like, in a situation like this, yeah, this isn't really a story that I joke a lot about because it is serious. When there is a victim who is a child here, that's something to take seriously. But I'm not a fucking journalist. Most of the shit I talk about is the most inconsequential mumbo-jumbo ever, like aliens in warp drives, or that recent story about how scientists discovered hippos can fly because they get airborne for a split second, literally like 1/2 of a frame. They're able to get all 4 little legs off the ground. And I talk about those stories and joke about them. It's just talking about shit to joke about it for the most part, except in cases like this, where it is a serious story that I talk about. Now, Sneeko, I hope you're ready for the cold water here, because I'm going to be brutally honest with you. When this story broke, I thought for sure, I would have actually bet money that you would have been some kind of contrarian talking about how this is actually not a big deal and everyone who's pretending to be outraged about it is actually just a hypocrite. Because you have been on this crusade for a while now about not agreeing with the age of consent. So I really thought you'd be talking about how, oh, this is just like Dr. Disrespect, who you ran hard defense for with this imaginary 17-year-old you cooked up in your head based off of one fake email from an anonymous source. And I thought you would be going that angle again, saying like, oh, well, that 13-year-old was probably very mature.
Age of consent should be maturity. It's not even 18 in most states. Why do you even believe that? It's because in Hollywood, it's 18, so that gets pushed everywhere. Most places, 16. And if you question question that, then they call you a pedo. I believe the age of consent is the age of maturity. It should be called the age of marriage. Age of consent implies that you're gonna have out of wedlock. I think it's better that people get married at 16, 17 than to have a bunch of premarital until they're 30 and they're washed up and then they get jaded and they're on birth control and they have dried up eggs. I think that's better for society.
He's so pseudo-intellectual that he actually argues for things that defend pedophilia. That's fucking ridiculous. And when challenged on this, it's even worse. So there's an older clip now, it's quite a few months old, where XQC and Destiny actually challenge him on this right to his face, and holy shit, it's bad.
You see how you want to answer the question? You see how he's going to yap and not answer the question? I'm going to ask the same thing when you're done. Go ahead.
I just answered the question. I just told you.
What was the age?
I just told you at a developed age.
Sneeko thinks you should be able to fuck 9-year-olds. That's what Sneeko thinks, and he won't answer that question honestly. Or he's going to have to give a different answer, in which case he's updated his morality. He's updated his views, and that's really uncomfortable for him. You don't have an answer to any of this shit, bro. Go back to fucking that fucking corner in London where you're getting roasted by year 1 debaters on fucking Christianity. This is retarded. I don't know what the fuck you're doing in here.
Okay, so you can leave the call. I wanted to go talk about this word.
I don't want to leave the call. I like hanging out here. I've talked to a lot of pedophiles in the past, so.
Okay.
Okay, Sneeko, I'm actually curious now. What do you think the age of development is?
I just told you. It depends on where you are. It depends on the world.
Then at what stage do you think somebody's developed in it? What stage of development? Because there's a lot of stages of development.
It varies. I don't think
It varies on what?
I think it varies on the age.
It varies on the age?
It depends on where you are.
You need to have set ages for that. There are stages of development. As a child, an adolescent,
You can hear him start to snivel in the background there as he's sucking up snot from his nose, getting cooked, and his brain is fucking overheating, malfunctioning, trying to formulate some kind of response to the easiest question in the world about what he thinks the age of consent should be. He keeps talking about the age of development and then can't even put a number on it. So everyone, please feel free to ask Sneeko what he thinks the age of consent should be if you want to see a human being fucking glitch out and malfunction like an Oblivion NPC. Can't answer the most basic question in the world. That is concerning. You realize how deranged that makes you look, Sneeko? That makes you look like an actual danger to society, that you don't agree with the age of consent and try and argue around it. That's what every pedophile ever that Chris Hansen talked to would do. Like, you're a fucking weirdo. So for you of all people, this fucking putrid vermin, this absolute slimy worm, to have the gall to say that I only care about the MrBeast collab, thus this whole story is just relegated to, you'd never use that word's too big for you. This whole story is just put on his second channel where no one's gonna see it because it's safer that way so he can keep the MrBeast collab alive. He's afraid, he's a coward for it. He has no problem abandoning his morals and defending blatant pedophilia, brushing it under the rug as long as it means it keeps the MrBeast collab alive. For you to make insinuations like that, and even claims like that, is fucking unhinged, considering you make actual pedophile defense arguments constantly, and you have publicly put on the clown makeup and worn white knight armor complete with the shield to defend Dr. Disrespect when he himself publicly admitted to messaging a minor inappropriately. It's fucking insanity. It makes me want to spit that I even have to talk about this, but it became such a huge, fiery issue on Twitter about me specifically that I felt the need to have to include this in this video, which should have been entirely focused on everything Ava Tyson has done and why it is so shitty. But now I've had to dedicate a sizable chunk to talking about these claims against me, about how I'm not going to talk about it and was not going to talk about it until pressure from Twitter forced me to, even though I had talked about it as it was developing and even mentioned on stream I was going to make a video on it. So to bring it all back to what should actually be the focus, the Ava Tyson situation and how horrible it is, I believe that it is an unforgivable thing that has been done. Talking to minors inappropriately is horrible. And having this kind of continued relationship with a minor where you're sharing edgy and inappropriate jokes back and forth and being in group chats and voice chats with children and saying gross things around them is so weird that it is not okay under any situation. It's disgusting behavior. And publicly supporting an artist who draws child porn and even owning art from that artist and talking about art like that and the revenge porn, all of it is very fucking bad. It's horrible. I'm not pulling any punches here on my feelings around it. So yes, I wanted to talk about this, and that's really about it. See ya. Welcome aboard again, everyone, to the official podcast. It's the same four dudes here, and today we're joined by YouTube's most charitable man, the man of immeasurable wealth, MrBeast. Take it away. Tell us about yourself.
All right. Well, I don't want to give misdirection. I am 4 inches, and I like to give away money. That's about everything.
That about sums it
That's
up.
a good resume.
Yeah.
Yep.
Concise. I like it.
4 inches is a
What do
little
you mean by 4 inches? 4 inches of what? Penis?
Yeah. No, I know it's sad, but that's what I'm stuck with.
No, that's
Well, is that 4 inches soft? Because if so, that's kind of impressive in a way.
No, that's hard. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's not impressive.
I hate it. It's always on my mind. I can't stop thinking about it. So let's.
Yeah, dicks are always on my mind too.
That's something I actually think about pretty often. Like every time I hop in the shower and I see my flaccid dick, it's always like this pathetic experience. Like, damn, this is what I was given.
Do you
take
you're
cold
growing out of
showers,
shower?
Charlie?
Yeah, I've been working on
Yeah.
cold showers, and that's the most demoralizing experience.
Working on it. How is your
is.
Wait,
progress?
you're
Because I've
doing
been
cold
working on
showers
it.
too?
Yeah, cold showers are super good.
We all are, right? Right, guys?
Well, I actually just started doing that too.
How far are you?
Like a week, but like I don't know how cold. Like I just like put it in the middle instead of like steamy. It's just kind of like normal. But
Oh no, that's bitch mode.
That's not
No,
cold.
how about you, Charlie?
Well, I'm also in the training wheel stage. I go a little past like that bitch mode, so it's you feel a bit cold. It's like when you run the water on the cold setting, but it's also like 120 degrees out, so you get like that
Yeah.
kind of refreshing.
You meant to
Here's what
crank
you
it
do.
all the way to the other side.
Yeah. Here's what
Why
I
do
do.
you-
I take a shit and then I get in. I use the hot, steamy water to blast the shit off of my ass, and then I turn the heat off completely, ice cold, and I
Why
stay
do you
there.
do
I sit
this?
because it feels amazing, Andrew. You feel like a new man when you get out.
Yeah,
it's like a drug without any of the downsides. For like 10 minutes, you feel amazing afterwards. While you're in it too, you know how you're in a shower and you don't want to get out sometimes, Andrew. After it starts getting you all warmed up, cold is exactly like that once you get used to it. Except you feel alive. Rather
Is it
than
because
sleeping.
the
like Goodwill
receptors
Hunting.
in your skin equalize hot and cold?
I have no idea
So
why,
you-
man. I
you
just
kinda
know. All I know is people who do it, they swear by it. It's according to studies, it has the same effect as antidepressants without any of the downsides if you do it regularly.
What a boring position that'd be to be a shower scientist.
I guess, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, the results are kind of predictable. They did one
There's
study
no
where
defending
they,
it, Kaya.
not everyone can be such a lead role in movies like you, Charlie.
Great, we can
Yeah.
already bring up that scar immediately.
Again. I mean, because I know that the sensors in your skin, there's like, pain, touch, pressure, all that shit. And I read that the ones that determine temperature are polarized. So if you feel something super hot, it's the same as feeling something super cold. I'm dead
Thanks,
fucking serious.
scientist
Look it up.
Andrew.
Look it up. I will bet you money. It's a complete
I'm
true
not
fact.
arguing with you. I'm saying
I
you're.
thought you were-
you're
yeah. But what I'm saying is because
obviously you don't want it that so cold that it feels like you're scorching your skin or anything.
right,
but-
exactly. But I'm saying I think I get where you're coming from because when I take a super hot steamy shower, I kind of get that same like euphoric, like nice feeling all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, because then you get cleaner, but the heat isn't so good for your skin. But one interesting study, which after I tell you the result is gonna make you go duh, but they took two groups of people. One were supposed to take their regular showers, and the other group was supposed to start taking only cold showers. And the point was to figure out if the people who take the cold showers improve their immune systems and would take fewer sick days. And the result was that they still got sick, just as sick as the people who took the regular showers. But they took fewer sick days regardless. So the result was that the people who took cold showers just started sucking it up when they were sick and still went to work.
I like that study.
So,
Maybe some placebo effect going on there.
yeah, no, it just, at some point it just gives you discipline. It takes a lot of
Andrew's
discipline. Don't
like
like that until you try it. I know a lot of people are gonna listening to this who've never taken an actual cold shower, but it takes a lot of willpower not to crank up the heat as soon as it starts going cold. Like, try it. Do the challenge. Report back in the
Don't be
comments.
demoralized if you're like Jimmy and I MrBeast over here, and with their fucking 4-inch door knockers.
Yeah, and then when it's like super cold, it gets even smaller. Like you can barely see it.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like
Right,
a
It's like a Tic Tac.
yeah, no, it's like you remember the
half
baby food,
suck-
the the meat sticks, the Vienna sausages.
Yeah,
yeah.
Delicious.
Dude,
Fucking
it's actually
sausages.
that's a perfect representation, actually.
Yeah, it's fucking sad, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
All wrinkly and small.
He brought up a study though, and I have trouble trusting studies because didn't like 90% of polls say like Hillary would win, and then she didn't or whatever. So
That's hardly a study. That's just
I just
bias.
said polls, study, anything. I can't
No,
trust
no.
it anymore.
Yeah,
I wonder if it was
science,
this-
fuck it.
I wonder if it was the
Studies-
same guy who wrote the Hillary polls that did the shower science.
No, I mean, studies can be manipulated, of course, if
He's
you
a man
do
of many
them
traits.
shadily, but polls are basically just, hey, I mean, it's like if you went to your Facebook friend and asked, hey, do you follow the same groups as I do? All right, that's the best group ever. 5 of my friends like it, none of my enemies do, but I don't know.
Does he
Go
believe in
take a cold shower
showers?
is the point of it.
Yeah. I also would recommend cold showers. There's like a lot of studies to corroborate that it's good for overall health. So that's a big recommendation. But before we, venture too far off cold showers and shrinking dicks, we might as well start with our staple question for you, Jimmy. Do you have any masturbatory tales that one would find interesting? Maybe something wild and wacky while eating the meat?
I mean, I don't know. I do know when I counted to 100,000. At some point, I don't know what I was doing because it was just it was like 48 hours. But at some point, it looked like I was beating my dick. But I wasn't. But I guess I was on my phone. But it looked like I was just repeatedly moving my hand up and down for like 2 minutes straight. And I had to blacklist the word because there were so many comments. Like, is MrBeast masturbating at blank, blank, blank? And I don't know. I don't remember what I was doing.
How do you not remember if you weren't masturbating?
Yeah, really.
No, I wasn't masturbating. I obviously didn't do that, but I just don't know because it was a
Obviously.
48-hour recording, and half of it I just don't remember. I was half dozed off, but
That's
I don't know why. It just looked like I was beating my dick, and I swear I wasn't.
Wait,
If
on
you don't
stream?
remember the recording, how do you know you weren't masturbating?
You're right. You caught me.
That's fucking wild that people would watch the entire thing and find that. Holy shit.
The people
Yeah.
are obsessive.
Yeah.
Well, the whole video, no matter
SML.
what, it doesn't drop below 1%, at any part. So every second of it has been seen. So
That's who the fuck out there has watched all 48 hours of him counting to 100,000. Holy shit.
yep.
There's probably a sizable amount of people, honestly.
The part where the timestamp where it looked like I was beating my dick, there's a huge spike because everyone was commenting the timestamp. I was like, stop! I swear it wasn't.
Is it just, do you just sometimes zone out and start touching your dick? Because I feel like a lot of guys do
Oh
that.
yeah, I do that all the
It's
time.
not
I mean-
like sexually, just, I don't know, you just start playing with
Like,
it
I
like
pinch
it's a
it.
pen.
I love just taking
Yeah.
my hand like a gorilla's paw and just cupping under my balls and picking everything up at once, and I do that all day,
And then
every
you
day.
drop it and feel the gravity just.
and you just
pull it
feel
down.
like your underwear kind of gets in the cracks a little bit too and supports it. It's just so fucking satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
I do the
that-
same thing. Hugsbees at Twitch.
Wow, what a nice shout out.
I only ever do that when I'm wearing boxer briefs. I'm typically a boxers guy, but once I put on boxers briefs, which I only ever do if I'm doing DDR where my nutsack flies around like a fucking pendulum, then I'll start really playing down there because it's so compressed. It's this is cool. It's everything's one unit. You know what I mean?
Do you intentionally tuck stuff in between the cracks, between your legs and your balls? Because that's my mission in
What?
life. No matter. So
what do
one
you
big
mean?
thing I've been
How many
doing for
cracks do you
the
have?
8. Let's not get into that. No, not crack. More so you know where your balls sit? How they kind of touch your thighs? That gap right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's become my mission in life, and I do this every fucking night. When I'm sleeping, I'll just take the blanket and just cram it in there, so my
Yeah.
balls are sitting up.
Yeah, same. Because you don't
It's
want to
so
squish your
fucking
balls.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to squish them, and you want them to be comfy and supported like a pillow
Yeah,
for them. And
I
it's
agree.
so
Oh, so
fucking
it's like a little
comfortable.
pillow. That's-
It's so fucking comfy.
Okay,
I do
I
it
see-
every
Okay,
night in bed.
I think
Yeah,
see
I know what
you
you're
mean.
saying.
Yeah.
thought
I
you
still,
meant-
I still don't quite get it.
I
but,
do it every
no.
single
No, I
night
don't.
when I'm going
If
to
you
bed.
sleep
It's
on
so
your
comfy.
side, your balls will be stuck in a leg sandwich unless you pop
Yeah.
them out with a blanket or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you just get a little support in there, and you tuck it in where your balls meet your thighs in that little crotch gap, and then it's so fucking comfortable. It's so comfy.
That reminded me of something, Andrew. One thing that I find myself doing without even thinking about it is if there's something at knee height, or not exactly knee height, but thigh height, like a table or something, ping pong table, for example, I typically rest my balls on it, like I'll stand up a little high, and I'll put my balls on it like a podium.
I do that in my bathroom on the kitchen counter or the sink counter all the
Same.
time.
Yeah,
All the time. Put him in the sink.
It's like it's giving a presidential address at a podium. It's really fucking
Especially
official.
on the edge, I love just slamming it down like a judge's gavel.
I mean,
It's so good.
it depends, because, like, you know, pee's stored in the balls, and I have to pee, then I'll rest my balls on, like, a table or something. It really just depends how much pee's in my balls.
So you play it by ear. I'm always like, you know what, this is at leg height. This is begging me to get my balls up there to say a few words.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? I don't think pee is stored in the balls.
Oh, it is. 100%.
You haven't read the shower science
Come
recently,
on,
clearly?
Jackson.
Well, I mean, it's if you take cold showers. You're probably a hot shower guy. That's why.
Yeah, that's fucking
Oh yeah, you loser.
bottom tier over there.
What a mean paradox that your balls just and dick shrink when you take a cold shower because you want to just jump out of the shower like a big man and declare to the planets what
But you jump out of the
that's one thing.
just pound your chest like, look at me, I took a cold shower, but your dick's all tiny, so
That's one thing. That's one thing that women have it so easy on. Their vagina, for the most part, is always pleasant to look at, or always just like neatly wrapped up in itself. But with dicks, you can have them be super tiny, or sometimes just be like folded in half on itself, or just like tucked in its own skin, and it's the worst fucking shit.
you have to be
We don't
careful
bleed out
when
of
you
our
sit
dicks,
down.
Yeah, I remember back when, like in college, when I was like, okay, dick pics, these are kind of becoming a thing. What'll happen if I take one? And I take one, and it's like the most repulsive looking picture ever. My dick looks like it's got its eyes closed, and it's like folded up, looking at the sun. It's awful. You have to do like a really professional photo shoot to make
Yeah,
a
you
dick
gotta get the
not look
lighting
good.
right, man.
It's one of those things where when you look at it with your own eyes, you're like, oh, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. And then you look at it in a photo and you're like, oh, God, was it always that skinny?
Oh, yeah.
Did it
That's
always
my
have that
issue.
weird round part at the end? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, one of my dick pics I thought would be like a really artistic angle. I rested my phone at the bottom of my dorm bed, and I like jerked off a little bit to get super hard. So I took the picture looking up at me, and my dick was like you know, like a fucking Sig Heil up there. And it was bent in a little bit, and it looked like an alien, or like somebody stretched out silly putty a little too far.
Did it have your like surprised face in the background?
No, I had like
three.
I was too cool to look at it. Like I was looking away from an explosion. And it was so gross that I deleted that picture and then like 10 other ones. I went on a self-conscious rampage of cleansing.
I feel bad for women who get dick pics.
Yeah.
Me too.
Literally,
Me
like
fucking too.
almost none of them like them. Understandably, they're fucking horrible.
They are, man. They fucking are.
Fun fact: 2% of dicks are longer than 8 inches.
Only 2%?
Wait, is that a real fact?
Yeah, I remember hearing it on some other podcast. Actually, ironically.
I'll take that at face value and feel good.
So you don't believe any studies about showers, but you believe
Yeah.
this fact about 2%
Yeah.
of dicks being over 8%.
Is that because
Eight
why
inches.
Hillary lost the election?
Exactly. No.
That's
As
what
long as
the
only
polls show.
2% of people are double my size, I can sleep well at night.
Double your
yeah.
size.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
here's
the
a-
same goes for height. I mean,
Here's an uplifting factoid then. 0.6% of men have a micro penis. That's 6 out of 1,000.
I feel so bad for that.
That's the worst ailment.
That's
It really
the
is.
worst.
Yeah, sorry.
But
Mr.
also
Fist.
imagine, like, how many people can fit
Isn't
into a
it-
theater?
Isn't it like natural selection or something? Like, why hasn't that killed him off?
I don't know.
I feel like that most
But
of the
they still
CEOs
ejaculate.
probably have micro penises because it was like this vendetta. Like this sucks. I've got to do something to compensate.
Maybe.
So if that's 6 out of 1,000, which like famous or actual big people do you think actually have one?
Tom Cruise.
Wait, are you talking about big or small ones?
I'm just saying it's an interesting phenomenon. If it's 6 out of 1,000, that's not that uncommon. There's got to be some
That's
big
what
wig
I'm-
dudes who only got power or fame because to compensate for their tiny dick.
That's what I'm saying. There's like, if 100,000 people watch this episode, that's 600 people with a micro penis.
Damn. Those
Holy
people probably
shit.
feel like shit
Yeah,
right
take
now.
that, our
Yeah,
audience.
they're turning this off right now.
You thought you were big? Think again.
Oh,
don't
wait.
know
What
what
about
I'd
the
do.
people that have 2 dicks? Like, what?
That's
That's gotta be
Yeah.
very rare.
that's like 2
e-
people, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
like way rarer, yeah.
Yeah, no. Isn't it like 2 out of a million or whatever? Something like that?
It's an alarmingly
That's-
low statistic. Well, I guess
Yeah.
not alarmingly because it's not something you'd really think about like goat horns downstairs or anything, but it's a very low number.
I hate
think you'd
thinking about
want
that
that.
shit. I hate thinking about that shit because fantasies ruin me. It's like you hear and they're like, "Oh, this guy's got 2 dicks," and then in your head you're like, "He's got 2 perfectly functioning, sculpted, cocks that he can just use and double penetrate your mom whenever." And then you see the actual photos and
Oh,
they're
that's
like
weird.
disgusting, gnarled bits of
No,
coral down
I
there.
saw one
shit.
and like both his dicks look normal. Like
Really?
Yeah,
But could he use them
anything
normally?
on Reddit?
Could-
yeah, they both
like-
functioned and everything.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I remember that too. That
Yes.
AMA.
Wow, that man's got a fucking superpower.
Yeah, he said he fucked 2 girls at the same time before or something
That's
like that.
badass.
Yeah. And
You
then I
can
got
fuck the
jealous.
same girl at the same time with both of them.
Look, your left and right hand don't count as different girls, though.
Yeah.
He's a porn
like
star.
milking a
Doesn't
cow.
doesn't he do porn? Didn't he say that he's done porn?
I
Yeah, I think
Probably
so.
like freak show porn.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. Thank you.
He's going to
Gonna
go
go take a
research, yeah.
What if one of them was 8 inches and the other one is a micro penis? Do you just excuse it as a wart?
It's like, hey, girl, you can try both out.
Well, here's the question. Here's the interesting question. Would you rather have 2 dicks or a dick and a vagina?
2 dicks.
Yeah.
You sure?
I would really not like the.
Yeah.
Then you just have both risks. You have like all of the potential risks of a dick.
What
with
am I
all
gonna
of-
do with a vagina? Get fucked by a guy? I don't
no,
know
you
that.
can fuck yourself.
Well, exactly. Not only could you try that, but there's always that thing where it's like, what would you do if you were the opposite sex for a day? And everyone says masturbate. It's like, I'd like to see what it's like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is
I
permanent.
feel like
I'd like to see
getting
what
rid
it's
of a
like.
vagina,
that's
like
true.
closing it up would be easier than getting rid of a dick.
That too.
No
if
way,
you ever,
just chop that shit off.
do you know,
I don't know.
how hard it is to cut a dick off?
I have no
Well,
idea.
people do it all the time.
I just know
Yeah,
I
and they
don't want
die.
2 dicks.
I would also not want 2 dicks either. I think that'd just
Exactly.
be unfortunate.
I don't think that's at all how they want to make it look like in the porn where the girls are just into it. Like, oh, you can fuck me twice the energy levels. No, it's just they're gonna look at you, they're gonna laugh at you like a freak show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Plus,
get
a lot of
grossed
girls,
out.
a lot of girls won't even want that in real life. You know, it's like there's a.
Are we gonna talk
Hopeless
about,
romantics.
are we gonna talk about sexual organs? We should switch it up. Like, let's see.
What do you-
You're right.
What do
Blue
you have on the-
Apron is
Oh,
the
yeah.
finest food delivery service.
That's true. Yeah. Tell us about it, Andrew.
Well, speaking of delicious food, wink wink, Blue Apron delivers farm fresh ingredients and step-by-step recipes to your door. They achieve this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of home chefs. If you want to skip meal planning, get straight to cooking with Blue Apron. You can enjoy delicious meals that are great on the grill, like the honey chipotle glazed. Oh God, okay, wait, we're not doing that yet because that's the group fun. So if you want to check out this week's menu that we're gonna read in a fun way and get 3 free meals, go to blueapron.com/official. That's blueapron.com/official to get your first 3 free meals. Blue Apron is a better way to cook.
Did you know there's a restaurant in Japan where they serve you penis? Like animal penises,
No, all
obviously.
right, let's
not
move
human.
on from sexual organs. Let's
I agree.
talk about
Why?
other
What's your
matters.
problem with the organs, man?
He's
I
getting
just
jealous.
like, I don't know. Like, is that what we're gonna talk about the whole time?
You started this conversation saying you had dicks on your mind. Like, what? Why are you
Yeah,
backing out
I know.
now?
Yeah.
Well, because I already masturbated
regret
today,
that.
and if we keep going, I gotta do it a second time. That's an issue.
Oh no.
That's when it starts to get a little sore, you know?
Yeah, getting the gears turning.
Second time?
Yeah.
That's when you get
Wait,
sore?
Yeah, second time's when you give up?
Well, he's got a baby penis, so.
Ooh.
True.
Ooh, damn.
Do you masturbate by smashing it with a hammer? Like, I don't get what the problem is.
Yeah.
Well, to switch gears, there is something I actually did want to bring up to you. So you give away a fucking ton of money. And you get sponsors to help with that. How the fuck do you pitch that to them? Hey, can you give me money to give away? That, like, how does that conversation go down?
I mean, I don't really know like what you're asking. Like, I just literally send emails and link my videos, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." I mean, that's really how it goes.
Okay, so I guess the question is, what do you ask them? Do you ask them, would you be willing to,
No, I don't. I mean, most of them just want to do videos because, like, I like really shill sponsors hard because I want them to get their money back. So like they just see how well other ones do, and then they actually a lot of times approach me because they just see how well my videos do.
So then, Jimmy, if I could maybe retroly get where Charlie's going, how did it start then? Because if you had no like fan base, you got to say, hey, I'm doing this. Give me money. If you have nothing
The
to
first
show.
one was with Quid, and they only wanted to like give me $5,000, and I was like, give me $10,000 and I'll walk out my front door and go give it to a homeless person. They're like, bullshit. I was like, watch me. And so they gave me 10 grand, and then I just gave it to a homeless guy. And then I did 10 videos with them, and every video I gave away money to random people, and then I got big enough where I could just do brand deals with other companies.
Damn.
Because every time I did yeah.
You clearly have the golden touch. How about you email Blue Apron and tell them if they pay for a covered poster, you will put it on your fireplace mantle. I don't know what you can do with a poster. Just chop it up into bits and feed it to the homeless. But could you do that for us?
Well, Kaya, why don't you cut out the middleman, have him buy the poster, and then burn it for the prosperity of the earth?
I recently burnt like a huge box for it, and everyone like was screaming in the comments like, "Don't burn things."
Oh, well, there's no fun there.
Kinda sad, but I could wipe my tears with a couple of Benjamins. In case you have a sponsor who's willing to put down 50,000.
Are you a Twitch streamer?
Sure, I'll become one.
Hi.
That's like half my comments. Oh, I'll become a Twitch streamer if people donate to me. It's like, that was funny the first million times.
Dude, I've worked enough putting my cum on that poster. Okay, I don't have to stream Fortnite on top of it. I have some dignity.
I was gonna ask though, like the amount they give you for that is insane though. Like 10,000, I could almost reason with. Like it's like, okay, 10,000, then I get this, this cool shout out for the company. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't like the biggest one they gave you 100,000 to give away?
No. I don't know which video you saw.
Maybe it was 100,000 in total from sponsors.
Well, I don't know. My last one was 50 grand. I gave to Ninja. I don't know if that's what you're referring to.
Maybe it was that one. Maybe I just inflated it in my head.
Yeah, just slightly.
I doubled it. Yeah, so it's a bit off.
Yeah, I mean, because I did 10,000 Twitch streamers like 3 times, and then I started pulling more views, and then I did 20, and then I did 30 twice, and then I did 40, and then I just did 50. So I guess next I gotta do 60. I don't know where this ends, but as long as my views keep going up, I guess I can keep it going.
And then the sponsors are always happy to see it go like that.
Yeah, because most of them like do multiple videos, so they wouldn't do another one if they weren't happy.
It's such a wild deal that you set up, man. That's fucking, I mean, kudos to you. That's fucking wild.
The Ninja video's on like 11 million views, and like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, they obviously made their money back because I plugged the shit out of them. But I do it because like I want it to be a win-win for the streamer, for the company, just for everyone, so... Just how it works. I mean, if you plug, like, if there is a YouTuber, the 1% watching this, like, if you actually plug companies hard, they'll come back and give you offers, like, way higher. It's just, like, you just got to drive conversion and, like...
blueapron.com/official.
So, Jimmy, your channel is super positive and momentum driven. Like, I did this good thing and this nice thing and this cool thing and that. I'm really wondering, what's the worst part about what you do? What don't you like?
I mean... I am not like super into filming some things. Like, I mean, obviously, like, it's so random. Some things are so over the top. There's a lot of like grinding into it. But I mean, when I upload it and like I see like people's reactions and stuff, like it's worth it. But yeah, like sometimes I'm like, setting up 100 leaf blowers and blowing up 10,000 balloons to try to fly, and I'm just like. Do you do your own editing as well in production? No. I'm an editor, and I have a big crew that like helps me with videos and stuff. It would be impossible without them, to be honest.
Oh,
so then we can go back to your start then, because you already brought up when you counted from 1 to 100,000. Did you always know that was going to be the way you took your channel, to do like more positive things? Because at first it was more like endurance challenges, and how far is this lunatic going to go? Is he going to count that high?
It's just been a random shitstorm. I mean, if we're like, dude, I've made 1,000 videos almost, and they're all just random. It's really just like whatever pops in my head. Like, I wake up, I'm like, hey, let's do this, and we kind of do it. That's just how it's been like the last 7 years. Just whatever. Because like only like 6 of my videos are endurance videos, Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a random clusterfuck. Because even still, like, I mean, I Uber people at tanks, and then I like dip napalm and whatever that cold substance was. I don't know. I just randomly think of things. It just works out.
And it's just you coming up with these things, or does your team also pitch in?
Well, I mean, recently I've been getting help from other people. For like the first like 99% of my videos, it was all me. But now like I do like talk to fans sometimes on Discord or like ask my friends for help. I've got a lot of help now, which has really made it a lot more enjoyable because before I used to have to do everything on my own.
Well, that's good then. Now you get to network it out and come up with a bunch of different shit. So what's the let's say fucking Epic Games comes at you, MrBeast, Jimmy, we want to give you $1 million. What are you gonna do with it? What would you do with it?
I would probably go buy a house. That would be nice.
Oh shit! I meant for like a video.
I know. I mean, if they gave me that much, I mean, it depends. Like, what do I want? Like, if I really want the most views, I'd have to donate like $1 million to one person because like that's kind of what people want. But if I was like in the mood to help people, I'd probably give like $10,000 to like 100 different people.
Okay, so you give it away.
Yeah, of course. Or I mean, that's what I do for the most part. It's like the only real way at the moment for sponsors like give me this kind of money is if I give it away because those get lots of views. So it's kind of just like a fulfilling cycle where I just constantly give it all away, but it works out for them.
That's fair enough then. Christ.
Yep.
So what's your end game then?
I don't know. I need to start plugging my merch more is what I need to because I want to buy a house and stuff. But because like every video costs like $10,000, which like
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. And I don't make $10,000 some videos, but in game, I don't know. I'm just like trying to grow as fast as I can because I just really like YouTube. Like YouTube's an awesome platform. Anyone can become famous, and I really like that idea. And I don't know. Like I like the YouTube community, and I just want to be as big as I can, honestly.
Have you ever thought about like movie stuff? A lot of people want to use YouTube as... All right. Well, we can scratch that one off that list. A lot of people use it as a stepping stone to like the next big thing. SoundCloud rapping, for example. Tattoo your eyelids or something. Yeet yeet on the forehead or something.
I have no interest in anything else. I'm not like that big of a camera guy. I really just like making YouTube videos and like talking to YouTubers and stuff like that. Like that's my favorite part. It's just like the YouTube community.
Oh, okay. So let's take YouTube out of the equation. Let's go back to little baby Jimmy sitting in his school before YouTube or internet fame at this caliber was even a thing. What would you want to do?
Oh, I don't know why, but I wanted to work at Walmart. My mom brought that. No, my mom brought that up the other day. She was like, "When you were a little kid, you used to talk about how you wanted to work at Walmart." And I don't know. For some reason, I was obsessed with Walmart. I wanted to work there.
So do you think maybe even while you're running this channel and doing what you're doing, whatever, if you got a job at Walmart, you'd achieve like peak happiness?
Nah. I think as sad as it is, I probably rely on my channel for a lot of my happiness because it's essentially what I spend like 90% of my time doing.
Well, fuck you too. Then the Walmart, I guess they just lost a very valuable employee.
Speaking of, this podcast is sponsored by Walmart.
My mom literally every other day is like, you should try to get sponsored by Walmart. You're always buying stupid things. I was like, Mom, I don't think that's how it works. And like, I also curse, so I highly doubt that's going to be a thing.
Sounds like you just haven't tried.
Does Walmart even have advertisements now that I think about it? Is there even such thing?
Yeah, Ryan Toy Review kid, he gets sponsored by Walmart all the time.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, Ryan Toy
Kid.
Yeah, he pulls like 1 billion views a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
You don't know who Ryan Toy Review is?
I can't say I have.
He's literally your direct competitor.
Yeah, he's like number one.
Wait, what do you mean a direct competitor to our podcast? He's talking about dicks and everything while talking about toys?
Believe it or not, I was making a joke.
Oh.
Yeah, I was saying his content is similar to yours, but it's not. He's a little kid who reviews fucking Legos.
Oh, I had no idea who the fuck he was. I thought it could have been anything, Andrew.
Nah, he's one of the biggest channels on YouTube.
Oh.
One of the like top 10.
Yeah, have you ever seen like parents hand their kids phones and it's just like on a toy channel and they'll literally just like tap recommended videos like all day, and like channels like these will rack up retarded views.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The only two things I see kids doing on portable devices now everywhere is either playing Fortnite or watching like Finger Family videos.
That's Finger Family grind is still on the come up. I thought that would die.
Still fucking going.
Yeah.
Or playing Fortnite or watching Fortnite. That's all I fucking see now.
We went down that finger family rabbit hole, and we talked about that on the podcast before, right?
I love that shit.
Like,
I don't think so.
Finger family? I don't know.
Really? You know, I'm sure you know of it though, right, Jimmy? Like the finger family?
I'm gonna search it. Let's see. I hope it's not porn.
Oh, no,
Just one
it's,
of those cartoon channels for kids to click on.
it's a trend though. It's a trend of cartoon things, of poorly animated animations, typically out of India, and then it's just mommy finger, daddy finger. Where are you? Here I am. Here I am. How
It's 841 million. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
it's made to
Yeah.
cash in on the clicks. It's just reused assets thrown to the same nursery rhymes over and over, and hoping that through algorithms and random clicks they blow up and get all the money.
And they do, man.
Nah,
Yeah,
a
they
better
do.
version of this is 5 Minute Crafts. Have you ever been on their channel? They're the fastest growing channel on YouTube.
I've never heard of them.
Who did you say was the fastest growing channel on YouTube, Charlie? You said someone else just the other day.
I thought Ninja was.
No. I mean, he's probably the fastest growing personality
Gaming.
base.
Wow, what the fuck? These guys upload 5 videos a day.
Yeah, a lot of it's recycled content, but they kill it.
Oh
Literally,
my lord.
yeah, literally not even fucking like.
Go to their social blade. Go on social
Wow.
blade and search 5 Minute Crafts. They're like 1 billion views a month now, or something like that.
Holy shit! Like, what is this though? 27 tips to get rid of insomnia. It's BuzzFeed. This
That's
is
760, but they're going
Wow.
up every month. Yeah, like they're probably gonna pass PewDiePie
Wow.
one day because they're gaining 4 million subscribers a month, which means
Wow.
in the
Oh my
next year
God.
they're gonna gain 50 million.
Are these human beings behind the channel?
It's a Russian algorithm.
Oh, dude.
It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what it
big
feels
company.
like.
Holy Christ. Jesus fuck.
Do you guys ever think that YouTube, not YouTube, but Google, since they have that, what was that algorithm called that could produce photos that look like LSD trips?
Oh, deep
dreaming?
thought, deep dream,
Yeah,
deep thought,
something like
that. Yeah.
Do you think one day they can make it sophisticated enough where it can just crank out Spider-Man and Elsa animations?
Oh, we
I
can
feel
only
like they
hope.
already do.
Yeah.
I feel like they already do.
It's not. I think all of the Spider-Man and Elsa is out of a animation company in, I don't know, somewhere in
Yes,
India.
I know that right now they're all made by actual humans. I mean, in the future, could Skynet take over and do that? Is what I'm
Are
saying.
you sure that they're actually specifically made by people? I thought I had read that there had been
Who else would it be
like
made by?
auto
The
generation.
Octopi
Yeah,
from
auto
the
generation.
Matrix?
Some of them are auto-generated. I think the 3D ones are auto-generated.
I
They
think,
take assets and then just
Yeah.
randomly generate it.
I don't know.
I don't know
why don't we
about
all
that.
create a kids channel? I have a young cousin.
Yeah, we really should.
Fuck it, let's
That
do it.
sounds
It's
ominous.
such easy money.
So much money
That's
in it.
not the
yeah.
kind of thing I want to get in on. I have a cousin. Do you have a camera?
Oh, okay.
I have a question for you, Jimmy. So, I mean, you give so much money to so many people. You make their days. You make them happy. I'm sure some of them use that money for very good ends. And
Yep.
you know, do you ever think your philanthropy can make up for, like 12 years ago, calling somebody gay?
Oh, I remember that story. The Atlantic, baby.
Oh,
What is this?
Like,
Oh,
do you think you
yeah.
can dodge hell?
Give us a recap. Give us a recap on what happened.
I mean, I'd rather not talk about it, to be honest. It's just so far out there. But I know, like, the media will take anything you say and just
Yeah.
twist it. So, like, the best thing you can do is just not talk about stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's
The
kind of
best
dumb.
thing you can
I
do is
guess.
tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, it was just a fucking awful hit piece from someone
Yeah,
at
but
the
then if I
Atlantic.
say, like, oh, it's just an awful hit piece, then, like, they're like, oh, MrBeast is insensitive, blah, blah, blah. You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like they spin all your words out of control. Like, you literally can't say anything. No matter what you say, like, you know, you're never going to come out, you know, better than if you just don't say anything.
Yeah, which is why I'll say it for you. It was a fucking awful hit piece. Fucking
Yeah.
abysmal. It was
You're
whoever
insensitive,
wrote it.
Charlie.
Yeah, it was horrible. I remember
It's
when
like,
that...
it's 2018, though. Like, no one should give a fuck whether a person is, like, gay or straight. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it really, like, I don't care, you know? Like, it doesn't affect me, you know? Be whatever you want to be. Good for you, you know?
I can already see the headline from the same writer. Mr. Beast just doesn't care, he says.
Like, I mean, if you have a
Just be
six-pack
straight, he says.
and you're hot, I mean, I'd kiss you if you wanted me to. Like, I don't care. Like,
Dude, that's how journalism works today, though. They will literally take that last snippet, they will cut out everything before just be straight.
Mr. Beast
and technically they're right. Technically you said those words.
Mr.
Right?
Beast
Just
makes
not in that
creepy
order.
sexual advances on podcast. I'll kiss you, he says.
Me too came on to Kayla.
It's the saddest state of journalism, though, man. Yeah. Like it was all, like when that happened, Jimmy. I think the entire internet with like a functioning mind was on your side, but then there's always that subsection that's like, holy shit, this is a bad guy, and it's the worst.
I really don't think I read like literally thousands of tweets, and I couldn't find a single one supporting the article. So I don't know. I think most people have a brain because I was like, I wonder what people are gonna say, and I was trying to find one negative, and I literally couldn't.
Oh yeah, they're not going to be on the internet. I'm talking about people that actually still read The Atlantic, like the older generation of people that have no idea.
Well, they're the ones that would actually support what he said.
I don't think so either. They just read what the media will tell them spun out of control. Be like, yes, that's it. I'm going to have to go burn down a church.
I've just learned I can't use the word gay anymore. I guess that's what I got out of it.
Yeah, it's off limits.
Well,
now.
they'll keep taking words away as well from you, so...
I just don't understand, like, if you don't use a word to, like, offend someone or, like, tear someone down, like, if you just say a word, like, not to hurt someone, I just don't understand why it can be...
Oh, Jimmy, you don't get the internet. Words don't have context anymore.
I know, that's what really frustrates me all the time. Like, I see people getting fired because, like, they use a bad word, but they're using it to, like, say you shouldn't say this word, but they still get fired from these major corporations. I'm just like, what the fuck time are we living in,
Yep.
It's witch hunting times, man.
Yeah.
Don't use this word. Oh, you use that word, you're fired. Like, what?
Well, the only exception I'll make here is the case of Papa John Schnatter. Have you guys kept up with his case?
No,
he's in a conference call with like a laundry firm that worked with Papa John's. He dropped like the hard R N-word on him and then like was talking about like some real racist shit, and his defense was he was pressured to do it. He was forced to be racist.
How does that work? Yeah, here's
that's
the
a word we'll just never get.
Papa John's founder blames N-word scandal on extortion attempt. What?
Oh God, I was just sitting in that call and I just felt so pressured because I hate black people so much that I had to say it.
Andrew, you're joking, but his whole defense was quite literally like the laundry firm just wasn't getting it. They kept pushing him and pushing him and pushing him until finally he was cornered like an animal and had to be racist.
Oh, no, hang on. Nah. He's talking about how... Wait, I don't understand.
I'm talking about on a podcast.
No, here... The pizza mogul who was accused of using a racial slur during an internal conference call in May is claiming the marketing firm that set up the call tried to extort $6 million from the chain to keep quiet about the slur. So he said it, and then the people who, I guess, recorded the call extorted him to make it go away. But then that doesn't, like, why did he say it in the first place?
Really?
That's what I was, that was like, my answer, because he went on a podcast claiming that he was being forced to, like he was getting backed into a corner.
Wasn't the call something to do with crisis management or something along those lines? They were trying to teach him how to deal with these like massive press events and not say anything messed up. So they were role playing.
It says I don't know how to pronounce this name. Schnatter
Papa
has maintained that laundry service pushed him to say the N-word during the call.
You guys didn't hear the recording of it. I did. Literally, the whole call, they're just going, say the N-word. Say the N-word, Papa John. Say the N-word. Do it, pussy. You won't. Say the N-word.
What if his defense was like, and they held a clock in front of me and just, I just got hypnotized. I couldn't, not.
I was on the phone and 4 people with signs with the word on it were just circling around my face. I couldn't look anywhere.
They were threatening my family.
It was all over my emails. I got texts with the word in it. Oh God,
I don't get this at all.
They put a device on my head to like make my brain say it.
Yeah, so what you're saying? Of you explain. All of these articles are circular. They're saying that he was pressured into using the N-word by the company and then extorted by the company for using the N-word, which then they used as leverage to use the N-word. I don't get it.
I was reading this on a little, like the trip to Orlando yesterday, because it was such a fascinating story. He went on, I think it was a podcast, it might have been a radio show, I'm not sure, and he said it was something like he kept getting backed into a corner by them. He kept saying them, I'm assuming it's the laundry firm, to use the N-word and be a racist. And then his defense after that, after he said it, was, I was just talking like the Colonel, referring to Colonel Sanders, who was a racist, apparently.
That's a great defense. Listen,
this is making no sense to me. Like,
what a great fucking defense. I wasn't racist. I was just talking like a notorious racist.
Yeah, they wanted him to role play as someone who had grievances so that they could show him how to respond to that, but then he went full racist.
Thank you so much for coming into the call, Papa John. We just want to limber up and get a family atmosphere. Can you say the N-word real quick? It's just for fun.
What kind of a call was this? Listen to this. Schnatter allegedly went on to recall instances from his childhood when African Americans were dragged behind trucks until they died.
What kind of a pizza call is this?
I don't know. Why are you talking about this
I
in your
just
pizza
told
company?
you why.
Wait,
It's a crisis management
Is that
thing.
actually what it was, Jackson?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was a joke. It was literal crisis management?
What kind of crisis management?
He's been in the headlines so much recently.
Oh, well, this did him a lot of good then.
He got
Well, yeah,
fired.
he obviously didn't choose a very good company to teach him.
God. What a dipshit. Listen,
At the end of the day, Jimmy, if this serves no other purpose, it teaches you it could have been a lot worse, I guess.
look, at the end of the day, you probably really don't want Papa John working at your company. Listen, there's a lot of shit going down in employment, a lot of scandals, a lot of bad things being said, but if you want to find employees that will represent your company to the greatest of their ability, then you're going to want to use ZipRecruiter. Go to ziprecruiter.com/official so you can take advantage of ZipRecruiter's amazing features such as sending your jobs to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, and using powerful matching technology to scan thousands of people's resumes to find people with the right experience for the job that you are posting. Tell them more, Jackson.
Well, basically, you can just post a job for free to this site, and they'll find people to work for you. It's really cost effective and it's really efficient at what it does. So go to ziprecruiter.com/official to get a job or get someone to do your job. Yeah, that works. Go to ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
you think if I go on ZipRecruiter, I can find someone that can refresh my video all day for like all year?
That used to be a thing, man.
Yeah, I know, right? That was like really old school.
That was super fucking old school. It was like basically like Chinese gold farmers for World of Warcraft did like a side hobby of refreshing YouTube videos.
But it would cap it after like 20. I remember doing that when I was like 13.
You boys remember the heyday of YouTube where if your video hit over 300 views, they would pause it?
Yeah.
Yes. I remember that. I remember getting super excited when I put a video out and I noticed it hit 300 video views in like an hour and I'd be like, oh, it's popular.
Yeah, it would be 301.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 301. Man, back in Gears of War, when you saw a montage at 301, you're like, shit, this is about to fucking explode.
That would always make my day, because then I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow and see how many views it has. Oh, it's exciting. And then it was nothing.
Those were the good times, though. All I do now is stare at my real time. It's a curse. Hey, do you guys have that problem? Like, it's so hard not to look at your real time, like 5 times a day.
All it ever does is depress me, but yeah, every single fucking time, because like I'll never be satisfied. I get a decent amount of viewership and I get good returns on everything I make, but no matter what, I'm just always like, man, I wish it was higher. It could have been a little bit more.
What's your average view duration on your channel?
Oh God, I have no idea.
He couldn't get us on dick size, so now he's coming for view duration.
No, I was just gonna say like just
I have zero fucking
high view
idea.
duration and click ratio, and the video do well.
I have zero idea. I mean, I know I'm doing something right because I'm really gaming the algorithms right now, and it's bumped up my average views significantly. So I don't know.
Well, it's literally just click ratio and watch time. I mean, if people click on a video a high amount of time and they watch it for a long time, like what the fuck else does YouTube want? You know?
Yeah,
that's true. What's your view duration then?
Well, on my Ninja video, the recent one I uploaded, it was 11 minutes, which is why it got 10 million views in like a day. Because like that's the highest I've ever had. Because like the higher, I mean, if you graph your videos, the higher your click ratio and average view duration, the more views you'll get. Like,
have you tried using the N-word?
See, that would lower both those stats.
That would no. That's a brilliant goddamn video. Go to your sponsors, say, hey, I need $100,000. I'll be right back. Then go to, like, I don't know, a Markiplier live stream and be like, if you say the N-word, I'll give you $100,000.
Oh, he would be immoral not to do it.
Fun story. I was going to do a video titled Saying Racial Slurs for 10 hours straight, and I was just going to stare at the camera and then go, racial slurs, racial slurs, racial slurs, racial slurs. But like the clickbait would be like saying racial slurs for 10 hours. And like my manager and my network, everyone was like, you can't upload that video. I was like, why? I'm not saying anything bad. And they all were like, no.
Did you make it before you took it to them?
I was going to.
God.
But I was just like, they asked my video I was filming that week and I told them that was it. And they all were like, no, like even my, well, I guess I shouldn't, like even my network like voted on it and they were all like, no, like you can't post that. I was like, ah! Because that would have got so many views. Dude, like imagine like me wearing a Make America Great Again hat and the thumbnail's like me looking tired. It's like I said racial slurs for 10 hours straight, but I don't say racial slurs. I just go racial slurs, racial slurs.
Did you actually scream at your manager over the phone?
Yeah.
Did they actually go, Jimmy, it's really not a good idea? And you went, ah!
Yeah, precisely. Yep. But if one of you guys want to do that, go ahead. I think that is a banger. Like, that is a viral video. That's as viral as it comes. As long as you wear, like, a Trump hat and stuff like that, like, that would go off.
I really hope somebody listening to this does it, and it does take off.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of mad you never did it.
Yeah, well, if someone does it, do, like say at the beginning, like, at every 1 hour mark, you'll do something special. Like, 1 hour in, go kick a car, and, like, 2 hours in, like, dump water in your head. That way it gets average view duration, because, you know, if not, your retention will only be, like, a minute, and it won't go viral. But anyways.
I mean, actually, that brings me to a question I can ask you then. You typically give advice to, like, up-and-coming YouTubers. What's, like, the main big, one big advice you would give to somebody that wants to start a channel and get going on the site?
Yeah, it's literally what I already said. I mean, if a high amount of people click on your video, because like you can see your click ratio, you can see exactly what percentage of people click on your video. If a high percentage click on it and they watch it for a really long time, YouTube literally has no choice but to recommend your video. Actually, the algorithm is really simple at the moment. I mean,
so how would they get to that? Like, what would you tell them to go to get there? Would you recommend like clickbaiting? Would you?
No,
like,
I mean, so like that's also the other thing. Like, I mean. So if you're a small channel, right, I mean, you just got to be creative, which is what hurts my brain, is why people don't think outside the box. I mean, I would tell my mom, only eat bananas or buy bananas for like the next couple weeks and save up banana peels and like draw a dick in your front yard out of bananas. That's a viral video. If you have a fucking banana dick in your front yard, I'd click on it. Or like, you know, steal all the paper clips out of your school and make the world's longest paperclip chain, or I don't know, like, dude, there's so many viral videos that aren't expensive at all. You just gotta be creative. You know, people don't think outside the box.
Okay, so then the advice is be creative and maybe not necessarily follow trends. Like, I made my girlfriend strip when I get a kill in Fortnite or something like that. Well, I mean, it
depends, like, how fast you want to grow. Ultimately, if you just have high click ratio and high watch time, that's it. So just anytime there's dull moments in a video, cut it out and, like, have quick transitions, because, like, 5 seconds of dull moments, you could lose, like, 10% of your viewers, and then, like, your video probably won't go viral. Just make it really bang bang is the biggest thing.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm sure someone out there after making the racial slurs video is going to get some momentum going on their side.
Yep. So Jimmy, then what trends do you personally hate in YouTube? Because it seems like you hit a lot of the marks that big YouTubers do, like cutting out silences and this and that. What are some things that you see all over YouTube that you hate?
That I hate? Well, I mean, I don't really think it's worth your time to, like, you know, go pillage channels and hate on them. I don't give a fuck really what other people do. Like, but I don't know. I would just say, like, creativity. There's a huge lack of it. Like, everyone just does the same thing. No one's really thinking outside the box. Like, there's so many things you can do, and it doesn't even have to be expensive if you're just creative. But I feel like people just, like, put 5 minutes into thinking of video ideas and then they're done.
Can you give some examples?
Oh, I mean, call somebody out.
Yeah, do it. Don't be like I don't know if you're aware, but I mean, like, Charlie and I both, and I'm sure to some extent Jackson and Kai, make content where we in fact call out other channels.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I can't really think of anyone I really hate. I really don't care what other people do. But I would just say, like, if it's not original or like creative, I think it's stupid. Like, it's not that hard to like think of good ideas.
All right. Well, what channels would you recommend then? Are there any channels that you personally really like for their creativity? What's some examples? I don't know. I don't watch YouTube. There's nothing that really grabs me that much.
Scandal. Done. It's all over for you.
He hates YouTube.
Big YouTuber doesn't even watch YouTube. Done.
I don't know.
Jimmy, you may as well start saying the N-word now because you're finished.
Yeah, especially because I'm in North Carolina. I'm all far away from any internet people or any people with brains for that matter, really.
Oh, you're not a fan of North Carolina?
Well, I mean, Bible thumpers and everyone talks about religion, and I'm just like, I don't care, you know?
That's fair.
So you're one of your pet peeves is religious people?
Putting words in my mouth. I'm just saying.
You're learning the tricks. You're learning the tricks.
All right, Mr. Wall Street Journal over here.
Would you say they're
regret
gay?
shouting out your Twitch channel.
How would you describe them and use a way that also tells their skin color?
I mean, doesn't it seem pointless to revolve your whole life around like an old book that you don't even know could be true?
Ooh, now we're getting into some wubba lubba dub dubbing now. All right,
right? Tell me like I'm wrong or no. Like, I don't know.
Now we're getting some meat. I like that.
I think, boys, I think I'm smelling Jimmy's new video here. Burning 10,000 Bibles. What did God do about it?
YouTube would be like, no more views for you, and cut me off.
I think that'd probably be the end there.
I gave my church $100,000 to get raptured to heaven.
I don't know.
What happens will shock you. I don't get raptured to heaven.
I mean, that's totally fair.
By the way, what happens will shock you. Like, I don't think that a better one would be, and this happened. I like to put that at the end of my titles. I did blank, and this happened. Like, it does really well.
So then what of all the things you've done has surprised or shocked you the most? What's really gotten you?
What? Like
out of your videos, because
what outcome in your video has shocked you the most?
Yeah, you make a lot of videos where it's like, oh, you won't believe what happens, or check this out, or oh, this is crazy. What was the one where you did it and went, holy shit, I didn't expect that, or wow, I actually was blown away?
Let me scroll. I don't know. I mean, most of them you can kind of tell. I am really annoyed when I walked into random stores with dinosaur costumes. Walmart kicked us out immediately and called the cops on us. And then I went in that same Walmart like a month later, and there was a video on the TVs playing of a bunch of dinosaurs in the same costumes dancing. Like, Walmart did an ad with dinosaur costumes like a couple weeks after they kicked us out for trying to march in there with dinosaur costumes.
Damn, they fucking stole your idea.
I know. Really? I got really mad. But then, I know, and I was like, I'm gonna mention this in the video. My mom's like, no, Walmart might sponsor you one day. I was like, and my mom was like really adamant, like, no, you cannot roast Walmart. I was like, Mom.
Jesus, your mom is a huge Walmart advocate, it seems.
Really?
Is she on the board?
She loves those low prices.
She does. She really does. She is obsessed with it. She really thinks one day me and Walmart are gonna be best buddies.
Well, if you're listening to this, Mr. Walmart, you know who to contact.
Hit me up. Let me give $100,000 to a Twitch streamer. any company out there, if you want to give me $100,000, I will literally throw it at a random guy on Twitch, and it would be really funny. Or girl. I'm not sexist. I don't know.
Do you have anything to add to that, Andrew?
Well, just that I stream on Twitch almost every day.
Send me your link. I'll make the next donation to you.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not like there's rules for this shit. Like, I can donate to whoever I want.
Baby. You better fucking believe I'm doing it.
Andrew's in his fucking cream and jeans right now, about to hop in a cold shower.
There you go.
I guess the one that surprised me was when I got 3 million pennies to get my 3 million subscriber. I didn't realize like how fucking heavy 3 million pennies were.
Oh, that you just reminded me of another question I had. Thank you. What have you done that's been cut? What are some ideas that didn't work or things that you tried? That
we tried to start a car with lemons, and I mean, yeah, I don't even have to explain that to you. We tried to build a catapult and like launch Cheerios into my mouth across a football field, or like not a football field, but like the distance, and like we couldn't get it to go more than like 10 feet when we catapulted things, so that was a shame. I tried to build the world's largest baking soda volcano, and I don't know, it just looked stupid, and when it erupted, it just looked dumb. And what was after that? Oh yeah, I tried. So like I thought it would be funny clickbait to like dig a hole to China and just like dig a hole as deep as I could and then just stop whenever I couldn't dig further. But it was really boring, so I never uploaded it. And then, what's the other one? I don't know. There's a lot actually, because like if a video is not like really entertaining, I usually just delete it.
That's crazy, man, because it seems like there's a lot of prep into that. I'd feel like so attached to that product, like my baby. If I built a fucking catapult, you best believe that's going up somewhere.
Yeah, I think, funny that you mentioned that. I think because I bought like hundreds of fans and I like tried to push a car.
You heard it here first. He bought his fans. His audience is not legitimate.
You're right. And that wasn't really that much content. So I think actually my next video will be just the compilation of like all these videos I scrapped. Like when I tried to swim in a pool of Tide Pods, or I like dropped dry ice in like a huge ass fire and stupid shit like that. What was one? There was one really good one. What was it? I can't remember it, but I keep thinking of the lemons. We spent like 2 whole days hooking up lemons to like a series circuit, and the most we could power was a fucking calculator.
That's pretty
still
cool
really
video,
cool.
though.
I would have, I would have been put that out as hey.
It's just like there wasn't any content. Like the clickbait's there, but like I don't know, there wasn't content. You know, like
isn't that all you need?
No, not really. I mean, if you want to pull like 5 to 10 million views, you have to have like really long average view duration.
Mm-hmm. Or just like a lemon calculator. That shit sounds pretty wild.
Or just Ninja from Fortnite.
Yeah,
that's cheating.
I think though I'll just do like how many lemons does it take to start a car? ? And then it's like the thumbnail is all 1,000 lemons plugged into a car, and then I'll just be like, oh, it didn't work. Here's some other videos I scrapped.
How long did it take you to, on average, how long does it take you to get all these materials? Like 1,000 lemons, like that's like 10 Walmarts worth of rating.
Yeah, that's why I pay people to help me. Like, again, there's no way I could do this stuff on my own. Like, fucking blowing up 10,000 balloons and building a structure to put 100 leaf blowers pointing up and like trying to lift me off the ground. Like, I have like a team of like 5 people that really help me with a lot of these.
So is it pretty much like, I have this idea, let's make it happen tomorrow, and then your team does it somehow?
Well, that's how it was, but I really want to get to the point where I'm uploading 4 videos a week, so we're trying to like plan in advance, because it's like I want to do a video where I dump 100 million Orbeez on my head, so we ordered those, but like obviously those won't come in for a really long time, so like
100 million?
Yeah, because like the most I've ever seen is like 25 million, so like 100 million. Anyone watching this, don't fucking steal it, okay? They're almost in.
To everyone out there that can afford 100 million Orbeez and can find a supplier to fulfill that order, please refrain.
Did you buy a manufacturing plant in China or something? How did you get 100 million fucking Orbeez?
Yeah, I bought it straight from the factory in China, so I got it like literally at the cost it took them to make it.
Holy fuck, man.
So, wait a minute, are you Mark Robber who did 25 million Orbeez in a pool?
Is he the one who did it? I guess he is.
Yeah.
He's also the fucker that powered a car with lemons, and
wait a minute. So it sounds like you do have someone on YouTube that you don't like.
Well, I filmed this video where I powered a car with lemons, partly why I didn't upload it. And then the day after we finished filming it, he uploads a video that he powered a car with lemons. I was like, no, I wanted that viral video. And like, I don't like to upload things that like other people have done. So that was really annoying.
Did he actually get the car to work off lemons, and the best you could do is a calculator?
Got it to work either.
Oh.
Yeah. But he's a NASA engineer, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He should have known better, though.
Be in a video with me and help me. Because, like, I'm not an engineer. I'm just a stupid kid that just guesses and buys shit and makes it up. But, like, he does similar things, but he actually makes it work. But has he ever grilled a microwave, microwaving a toaster, toasting an iPhone, watching microwave while being on fire? I don't think so.
Well, actually, now that you mention it, he literally just uploaded that video like 20 minutes ago.
Well, good, because we're going to do the same thing, but with the stove next time.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
We bought a stove, but we realized they don't use the normal outlet, which really pissed me off, because like that was the key thing. Like baking the microwaving, like it would have been much better if we had a stove.
What's his name? Mark Roberts?
Markiplier.
Oh yeah, that guy, the NASA engineer.
Yeah. Let's see his lemon. Ooh, his lemon thumbnail probably could have been a little bit better.
Yeah, grade his content.
Yeah, fuck
for
this
us.
guy. Yeah, roast him. Do it.
No, I'm just saying,
can't
like,
even find him.
Like for mine, I'm going for like 1,000 lemons hooked together, like, and then just one single cord going into like the car's engine. But I don't know, we'll see. Watch me get cursed and mine does worse than his.
I'm a fucking idiot. I was typing in Mark Robert and I kept getting a tennis player, and I was wondering how the fuck this guy was able to do the lemon thing.
Oh, I just looked up Markiplier.
What we're filming tomorrow is how many speakers does it take to move 10 pounds? Or can 100 speakers move 10 pounds? I don't know which title I'll go with, and I have like a wall of speakers I bought, and then I'm going to put 10 pounds in front of it and just see if it moves.
Are you going to play music or just like some type
like
of
it's
inaudible
everyday,
noise?
bro, with that Disney Channel flow.
Ooh,
just on max volume. On all of them. I think it'll actually move it, because they're like the subwoofers and stuff make like the fucking walls vibrate. There's so many of them.
Choose a better song. I mean, I understand it's a meme within it, but my lord, that is an insufferable tune.
Yeah, I want to die. If death jokes are still funny, I don't know.
Andrew?
Huh? Oh, am I the humor critic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rate my joke.
Oh, God.
Be harsh. Just hit me with it. Slap me with your dick.
Oh, so... all right, if you want the real actual roast for someone who's obsessed with being original, I'm surprised you went with that one.
Yeah, you're right. I deserve that. You're right. Mushroom stamp my forehead. That's...
I had a question piggybacking off the lemons, and I totally fucking forgot what it was now.
Good. I'm going to go to your channel, speaking of thumbnails. Let's look at yours.
Ooh.
Oh, there's no thumbnails there. It's stills from the video. Yeah. So, I mean, there's plenty to...
Worst fisherman. That's actually not too bad. Pleasant, serious customer. That was not too bad. Behind the scenes of Fart Saver.
Now that one you can't insult. That one, a lot of work went into. You know what? Let's touch on that, Andrew, because you and I tag team that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So
for those of you listening out at home, if you want some behind the scenes facts, some of those farts come from my ass.
No, I made that very clear. So now, Jimmy, I understand there's a lot of prep that goes into your work, but it's probably nothing to the Herculean undertaking that making a fart in Beat Saber was. I had this idea during a 51-hour road trip where I was going to take one of my farts and turn it into a Beat Saber custom song. I couldn't do it, Jimmy. You know why I couldn't do it? Because it's hard as fuck to make a custom song in Beat Saber. You know why else I couldn't do it, Jimmy? Because my farts are pathetic.
Yeah, you didn't eat enough baked beans?
Yeah, no, my farts are pathetic. Andrew can vouch. They're like the most embarrassing little sprinkles.
Do you just do little windy ones? Like it doesn't make a noise.
We called them when we were first hanging out, and I remember this distinctly, baby broccoli farts.
Yeah,
because Charlie would eat a lot of broccoli, and his farts were just like that's it.
No, it didn't even make that noise. It's just
yeah.
That's about it. That's as intense as they get. So I needed to go to the loose
ass.
No, it's just a hairy ass, and it dampens the sound.
I have the hairy ass.
Before you continue with your story, you should do a video where you record every fart for the next year. That would be funny. Ooh. Do it. You won't.
My farts are too bad.
The N-word.
Every time you're about to fart, whip out your phone, record it. Do that for a whole year. And
here's the thing. I'll attest on this because I was on this problem. So when he brought this idea up to me, I was visiting Wisconsin for one of my friends who moved there, and I found that unless you're not really doing anything, it's hard to go, oh fuck, I got to fart, I'll record it, because you don't realize how sound invasive environments you can easily find yourself in, and also how places you can't just fart in public and record it without feeling like a weirdo.
I've been trying to record every time I sneeze, but yeah, a lot of times I do forget.
It's just really, not only is it hard to remember, but then finally I'd be like, oh, I got a great fart coming. Then I'd look aroround, I'm like, oh, I'm at Walmart.
Yeah, but that's what would make the video funny, if like half the time there's like a little kid in the background just staring at you in disgust. That's what would make it.
Speaking of fucking disgust, my farts are only ever like farty, like poopy, shitty fart sounding when I'm like spreading my cheeks on a toilet seat. So every time I went to take a shit, I'd start recording, but it always just ended up with me shitting. So you just hear the sound of shit hitting the water. So that's half of the videos. So then I needed to, I was clearly no one wants to listen to some man shitting into a toilet. So I recruited the help of my girlfriend and Andrew, because my girlfriend's fart sounds like some real power lifter type shit. Like, you know, in like the meat muscle bound man at the gym, like maybe toots a little bit. It's got some thunderous bass behind it. That's what she works with. And Andrew's farts are pretty legendary. Like, they'll contaminate a room and make a nice sound with it. So I recruited them and had them both recording farts for me. And then they compiled all of it, and I had this nice collection of farts. And then I couldn't do the Beat Saber song, so I had to recruit a guy to do that for me as well, who's extremely talented at Beat Saber songs. And then there we have it. Fart saber, baby.
I feel so bad though because my best ones I wasn't able to record.
And your farts were just not worth anything, man. Like
they really
I had to go
weren't.
with Tiana's.
Yeah, I couldn't get you the good one. The only good ones that ever happened were just not recorded due to whatever circumstances.
Kaya's farts are really fucking strong too. I was going to use the one where you laid ass into the mic when we were watching E3, but Jackson was laughing too hard, so it drowned out a lot of
that would have been perfect. Fuck.
Yeah, it drowned out the note.
Yeah.
You should.
It was too funny. You can't blame me.
Yeah.
You should fart in a jar or sell that instead of merch. You should just sell your farts in a jar.
Well,
that
no, wait,
wouldn't make
Jimmy.
me look like a douchebag. That's right.
Jimmy, take your video. Take your video. Fuck the 100 speakers. How many farts does it take to move 10 pounds?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's feasible though.
It's probably unlikely. Plus, there'd always be that guy that cheats, that sharts.
Yeah,
Well,
just
instead
like
of-
always fart in jars and like slowly compile the jars to have a lot. And then
Well,
like
at least have your speakers play a strong fart instead of some shit song.
Oh, that's true. You could blast a fart through the speakers. Like, okay, let's say you want to do both. It doesn't move
I'll
on
write
every
it
day,
down.
bro.
Yeah, no, we have like a list of like 20 songs we're gonna play. But yeah.
Yeah.
That
Try the
part's
axe
actually
orchestra.
good. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna write that down actually.
Do it.
I think it'll be great. But yeah, man, Fart Saber, the biggest Beat Saber song to ever grace the internet, man. It's a great, it's a
I'm
great
more
tune.
of a don't spring break in Miami type of guy.
Miami's a shithole.
It is. It absolutely is. There's nothing right with it. Do you enjoy traffic where the streets just kind of go where they want? Go to Miami. Do you enjoy never being able to park? Go to Miami. Just sucks ass.
Jackson, when you come, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. When you come here, you're not visiting Miami, are you?
I don't know. Is Miami near Disney World?
No, it's in the opposite
No,
direction.
God, no. It's like 5 hours north.
Okay, then no.
I was going to recommend just don't even fucking bother.
What if I
Is it
put
just a
my
tourist trap?
What if I put my headset down and just drove straight to where you live and just like picked up the podcast up in like your mic, like was like, hey, like I just left, and then like 5 hours later I start talking through Charlie's mic.
That'd be some like phantom shit.
The only downside is that would not translate to an audio format at all. They would have no
5
idea
minutes of
anything
silence.
happened.
Or I just join on my phone and talk on the drive there.
We'd be freaking out because you'd be in Charlie's mic, but everyone listening at home would be like, I don't get it. He went silent for 6 hours and then started talking again. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
What a magic trick.
Got him.
No, speaking of which, I think it'd be funny to try to fly a drone across America. Like
do it.
Yeah, no, that's what we're working on, but it sounds like it's gonna be like a bitch, but I think it'd be really funny.
All right, here's what you do. You get a drone. You get a high-powered drone with extra batteries on it and pure gyro stability so you can trust that it's going to fly. You tape a sign to it that says, in quotes, say the N-word, and then you fly it to Papa John's house.
You're right. That's the viral video right there.
And make sure there's a camera mounted on it, too.
Yeah, harassing Papa John Schnatter. God, that fucking story is a gift that keeps on giving. I know, Kaya, you went down that rabbit hole just a little bit ago for quite a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
man,
amazing.
it's great. You could goad him into it by saying that Colonel Sanders used to do it. That was apparently his excuse. Schnatter said
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders called blacks the N-word all the time.
Yeah, and then apparently that's okay for Papa John to do. You know, one story that my dad always told me is Papa John Schnatter used to be a big NASCAR guy, and my dad used to like, racing cars and shit for whatever reason. But anyway, Papa John would go out there and he'd cruise around handing out pizzas, and he was just a general nice guy. And now look at him. Now he's a racist man that's being haunted by aliens or something.
He was always racist.
Probably.
Little do you know, at that racetrack, every time a black guy would ask for one, he'd just say, not for you.
I wonder if he has always been a piece of shit or if he changed along the way.
I feel like that kind of thing, it happens early.
Yeah, especially for someone that, like, the entire brand is about their identity. Like, as a huge fucking narcissist, he named his pizza company Papa John after himself.
Oh shit, that didn't click in my head. Are they gonna like tank and stock or?
They're down.
Yeah, when
they're
what's
down
gonna happen? Are they
5.
gonna change their name?
They're
Yeah,
down
let's see.
5% now. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
if it's
already
worse.
feeling the effects of firing
Yeah.
him. And then NFL obviously pulled their deal with them. The laundry
of course.
company, the laundry company, I think is a pretty obvious one that they're no longer working with him.
That's scary.
Maybe they should cut their losses, fire him, and change it to Papa N-Words Pizza.
Double down on it. That's a great idea.
Dang, like all he had to do was not say the N-word, and he would have been.
It's pretty damn hard.
It's just so goddamn fucking stupid that he got that far in and tried to defend it. It's like shit happens. People say super stupid shit, fine, but there's no defense for it. Period.
Yeah, but what do you expect him to just be like? All right, I'm a fucking racist. You know, like of course you gotta do something.
Well, no. All you have to do is be all like, "I made a mistake. I'm an idiot. My bad." And like it'll still suck, but it'll be better than him saying, "Oh, the Colonel gets away with it." Like, come the fuck on. Like, it wasn't even a whole like slip of the tongue. Like he was trying to say, "Oh, I shot my gun and it had a trigger on it." It's like it wasn't one of those. It was literally him intentionally saying it. There's nothing to defend.
It wasn't even just that he said the word. He went on and on too. All about like some racist shit, man.
Oh my god. It's the
just a bad guy.
And there you go, guys. That is your Papa John / penis podcast.
Papa John's the fucking man who wears blackface, and as he's being arrested, he's like, "Well, those 50 movies did it." Like, what
Papa
the
John's
fuck?
the kind of man that's no longer at his company.
But he still owns 30% of it.
Does he really? I thought they sold off his shares too.
He's no longer the CEO.
They don't just get to sell it off. He has to sell it off.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not true. Papa John's they operate under different rules. I swear to God.
Under Papa John rules.
Look, at the end of the day,
John Schnatter rules.
At the end of the day, Papa John still owns more than $530 million. So,
oh, that's it. Oh,
yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing. Wait until that drone arrives at his door.
Yeah, my drone like catches a shot of him like man-spreading.
Oh, so apparently his net worth is
spicy.
$1 billion.
Wait, John Schnatter's net worth is $1 billion?
Yeah.
He's probably invested a lot of his money, Charlie, even if his shares are only worth like 550 million.
Yeah,
he's probably invested a lot.
He's basically 2/3 of a notch.
That should be our measurement for all things, yeah.
For all monetary gains.
All right, we should wrap up.
Yeah, we've been going
okay,
for.
You want to leave us? Okay.
Yeah, we're winding it down.
Speaking of which, do you want to shout out some of your stuff, MrBeast?
Shout out to my Twitch, Hug Bees. Just go follow. Make sure you subscribe.
Oh, that was so wholesome.
That was so nice.
Yeah, I'm a philanthropist, guys.
Oh.
There's charity case, Andrew. You like that?
You heard?
Oh, I love being pitied. I love it.
Do I get 10 million views now? Isn't that how this works?
Absolutely.
All
right, take us out, Jackson. Send us out, man.
All right, thank you, everyone.
You got to tell them to like the podcast, too. And to people listening this far, you obviously like Charlie, so you should subscribe. I mean, duh.
Oh, that's so cute. All right, Jackson, go.
Don't do any of that.
Go full YouTuber, man.
Yeah,
hit us with the smashing.
Jackson,
smash it for us, Jackson.
Smash that like button if you like the official podcast. Leave a comment if you've got something to tell us about. Anything. Tell us whatever you want. Just leave a comment, please. We need those comments. Remember to like. I already said that, but smash that like button again. Sign up for an alt account if you can. Make a new account. Smash that like button. Leave another comment. We'll see you next week.
That would... Nah, it wouldn't. It's bad for your session time because then they would just only watch that one video.
Watch the whole video once on your first account, then watch it again on the second account. If you got any more accounts, please keep watching it. Let's just leave it on repeat. That works, doesn't it? If you just
actually,
leave it on.
Track it up.
Maybe hire some bot farms for us. Do whatever you can to help out the podcast. That's it.
Don't tell us about the bot farms.
Patreon.com/the official podcast.
Don't tell us the bot farms. We need plausible deniability.
And comment how big you think Charlie's penis actually is, because I think 4 inches is a little big.
No, 6.5 inches hard.
Check
about
us out
3
on
inches
Patreon.
soft.
We
Remember
got
to
nice
comment.
bonus episodes. The last one is with Mumkey. So, have fun with it.
And
Yep,
please,
thanks everyone.
If you're listening to
what you
this
think
on
about it.
YouTube, please consider listening to it on an audio platform such as iTunes or Spotify. That helps us in the long run.
Like this video even if you didn't like it. See ya.
Yeah, if you're listening on Spotify, like the video.
There's no way this is all making it in. You cut this off a minute ago.
Oh, fuck. Goodbye.
Or I just said that so you could leave that in, and I
Goodbye.
I don't want to give anyone a heart attack here with shocking information, jump scares, so this is your fair warning. Cold water is coming your way. I am not a survivalist. There. I said it. It's out in the open. Let that stew marinate in it a little bit. I could not survive in the wild no matter what. If I was born 400 years ago, I wouldn't have lived to see my 10th birthday. I would have probably died in the jungle from being mauled by an animal or starving to death. And the most embarrassing part of starving to death for me would have been I probably would have collapsed, keeled over, died right in front of a ton of edible berries that were completely safe for consumption, but I'm too much of a hypochondriac to have even tried. But even knowing all of my shortcomings here, and also knowing I'm short, I'm not a pussy. So when MrBeast issued a challenge to me to survive in his wilderness for 24 hours, with a smile on my face, I said, you bet your sweet bippy I'm gonna be able to do that. That should be pretty easy. That's child's play. 24 hours, I won't even die of starvation, and I brought a bunch of water. So, bare minimum, I'll at least be alive. Maybe not in the best condition, but I would have survived, I would think.
What's up, guys? I'm Moist Critical, and you're watching a 24-hour camping challenge.
Yep, we're gonna be sitting here for 24 hours.
He's gonna be sitting here with his friends.
So MrBeast posted a video a month ago where he had two strangers live in the forest on his property, and every day that they survived, they got $10,000. They ended up making it over 70 days and made a ton of money from it. And when watching the video, I thought it looked pretty manageable. Like, I'm not great with my hands other than a nice, beautiful three-point basketball shot, but I still thought I could definitely do that, especially because I wasn't doing it alone. I still had all my friends with me. So I was ready to get my hands dirty. Me and the whole squad here were pretty eager to do this, and we even wanted to do a little cryptid hunting on his property because North Carolina has, like, some beautiful cryptids, apparently, like the Boojum, apparently, which is a cryptid, like a really giant hairy thing, kind of like Sasquatch, but with a fascination for precious metals and women, apparently. So I was like, that's awesome. We can catch the Boojum while camping out on his property, drinking brewskis, because it's going to be easy.
See you at the 24-hour mark. Need anything?
Nope.
Good.
Bye,
If you
Jimmy.
die, am I liable?
Nope.
All right, what if someone broke a leg?
No, that's fine. We have coverage. You're good.
Okay.
You're so good for lending
Well,
us.
then with that, have fun, boys.
Bye. I don't ever want to go back to civilization. It's so good.
They
This
have
is like
healthcare
we're
here?
playing Minecraft. Yeah, no,
It's easy.
This is like Rust. I played Rust.
All right,
we're
camping. Yeah, so we're camping. We got a checklist to go through.
Turns out it's not easy at all. So the whole video of this experience is on the other channel. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to see the whole thing. I'm just going to show you some of the highlights, if that's the word you can use for it. It's really kind of lowlights, because from the very beginning, we couldn't do a single fucking thing correctly. So it's not just me being incompetent in survivalism. It was everyone. We take life for granted. If we didn't have houses, I feel like at least 60% of the population would die off within a month, because surviving in the wilderness is not easy, especially on MrBeast's property. When I watched that video, I also expected that the forest that they were in, the wilderness, was like heavily catered to be safe, you know, like no bears, nothing dangerous or anything. I thought it was like really bougie and, you know, it wasn't that difficult. Well, it turns out it's just fucking God's country out there. It is actually just untouched jungle. So we were surrounded by coyotes, an unbelievable amount of other wildlife and insect, all kinds of dangerous shit all over the place. It was so fucking hard.
How's he doing?
That's some big wood.
That is some big wood.
That's some big wood, and he's making a smaller wood exactly like we need. Charlie, do you think you're the best camper?
Yep.
All right.
Don't let my appearance deceive you. I know I may look like a vampire lumberjack, especially in that beautiful attire, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I know how to chop wood. In fact, fun fact, I actually practice wood chopping motions by using a sledgehammer on a tire just for cardio. I actually really like hitting a tire with a sledgehammer because I think it's great cardio. But unfortunately, we didn't have the classic meaty axe. Instead, we just had this little one-handed hatchet here that's just like a little fucking toy. When Roanoke settlers disappeared, following their trajectory, they would have landed right here in these woods. Huh. They could still be out here.
So look out for little eyes peeping back at you when you're looking in the woods.
This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about. In big city living, sometimes you forget where we came from. It's good to go back.
And sometimes, you know, it gets so bright out there you can't see the stars. Yep. You can see them today, though. Yep, look at them up there. Yeah, chemtrails. You get them all?
Mm-hmm.
Show them one more time.
Good thing we're about to get the fire going.
We want a stick.
You're doing pretty good for a man who's never made a bow drill.
I think you've got it.
The fact that we can't even do it with a flint and steel makes me think we're never going to do it with wood.
Yeah, no, for sure, never.
Yeah, but I watched a tutorial on how to do it with wood, so we'll get it.
We need way fluffier tinder than this.
Well, who's on shrubbery duty? I think you are now.
What the fuck?
It wants to light. It told me. I said, please.
It's starting to smoke.
You have spark with no fire? Well, that's what men do.
Sunlight soon.
Oh, that was so good.
Whoa.
You got it, Danny.
Magic hands.
You got it. You got it.
Magic hands.
Hot hands, Danny.
Danny can do anything.
2 hours later.
I think you get in the next 10.
I think so too.
I've been thinking that for a long time.
7.
You got this, brother.
6.
Oh, there's smoke.
3.
2. There it is.
This is the one. Oh.
We went through the whole tech tree on how to make a fire there. So we initially started with just hands and stick. Chase gave that one a whirl. That wasn't getting us very far. We then had Matt working on a bow drill, which that never even came close. Caleb then started working on a bow drill. That got a little smoke for a second. We then went to flint and steel. Still couldn't get the flint and steel to work, which is probably the most shameful thing imaginable. But the problem was all of the sticks, all of the things we were using to try and catch fire were kind of damp, because it must have rained a little before we got there or something, because everything was still kind of damp, so it wasn't lighting. So we started trying to put like paper on it and other things that were flammable. Like, as I was fucking firebending with the flint and steel, nothing would ignite. Danny sat there for like actually 30 minutes straight, just constantly shooting flames at it like a goddamn Charmander. Still nothing was catching fire. So eventually what I did is I just ripped the sleeve off of my flannel, threw it on there, and had Danny light that, which finally worked.
Yeah. Now the shirt, now the shirt. That counts. Wait, don't blow, don't blow, don't blow, don't blow, don't blow.
Yeah,
Don't blow,
let it,
don't
just
blow
let it, just let it.
Don't blow anymore. Okay.
Wait, you're smothering it.
No, I'm getting the pine needles above it. Danny!
Good work, Danny. There he is. The man who brought fire to us, Prometheus.
You cannot see
me. Can't see you. Can't see you.
We need to feed it a lot of fire because it'll burn out really quick.
Literally everyone that did something.
Hey, and don't forget Charlie's shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is hot.
Guy. Of course I've got a
Success, Charles. Now we can start making chairs.
Yep, alright. Where's my axe?
It's so funny in Minecraft it takes like way less time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, where's our smelting?
I've been mining this whole time.
Yo, let me go find what that noise is. I'll make an XP farm for us.
Remember that time that Danny worked himself to the bone to give us this beautiful fire?
Yeah, now we just need furniture.
We do need
I feel like
furniture.
I'm getting
Those
hit
are
by, yeah,
so
getting,
bright.
Getting hit by like 5 stadium lights.
People watching my Chef Boyardee.
Mine's off. That was cool. You pinched myself in it.
Charlie, how are the chairs coming?
Well, I can't see anymore.
What I didn't factor into the equation is just how dark it gets when there's not street lights. Like, that goes without saying, obviously, but you never really experience pitch black darkness in, like, city living. Like, you really don't. There's always at least something giving some kind of light somewhere. Out there, you can't see your hand in front of your face if you're not right in front of the fire or have a light source. So it became almost impossible for me to even try and make little seats, which I don't know why I thought I had the ability to do that. There were some big logs there. What I was going to do is just chop through them to make kind of like a flat surface out of them to set down. But when it became that dark, that no longer became a possibility unless I did it like on top of the fire and like burnt myself, just singed my skin for it. So it wasn't worth the effort anymore. What we ended up doing is just rolling over some big logs and using that to sit on, or using like coolers that we had brought.
What are we actually doing out here, Charlie? We're hunting the boojum.
Sometimes
the boojum.
Now, initially, I imagined this going much smoother. I didn't think the fire would take over 2.5 hours to start. I also didn't factor in how hungry everyone was, so it ended up just eating a bunch of hot dogs around the fire for like another hour or so. But the idea was to kind of take a page out of the Mountain Monsters playbook, or not Mountain Monsters, what the fuck is the name of that show? mountain men, mountain monster men, the group of people that go out and hunt cryptids in the forest, and they use all kinds of whatchamahoozits to try and catch them. So we brought a bunch of like cryptid hunting gear, as well as even like paranormal ghost hunting gear, like EMF readers and fucking spirit boxes, if the Boojum wanted to communicate through the radio, I suppose. But what ended up happening is we took so long with everything else, we didn't get a lot of quality time cryptid hunting. I don't want to spoil how the video ends, so you can go see the full thing on the other channel. Again, there's a link to it in the description if you want to see what this cliffhanger is here that I'm leaving you on. But I swear to God, it doesn't do it justice just how perilous the situation was at the time. So I don't want anyone to think that we're cowards for how the video ends. It really was actually not safe, I don't think. Anyway, we didn't catch the Boojum. We never even came close. Our cryptid hunt only lasted maybe like 10 or so minutes before things just got out of hand. So anyway, I just want to talk about this a little bit and just give strong appreciation for the two guys in that MrBeast video that made it 70 days out there. Granted, they didn't stay in the location we stayed at for the whole time. They did move, and I think that was probably for the best, because where we were at fucking sucked. Like, we constantly were hearing coyotes. There was just nothing to even, like, grab that you don't have to, like, hike through a swamp for. It was miserable. We ended up using their hand-me-downs for a lot of, like, the materials. Like, a lot of the wood we were using was some of the wood that they were using back in the video. So we ended up just, like, reusing some of their shit. We even grabbed their fishing lines to try and fish. So, like, we found this thing of wood they made with fishing hooks on it. We used that to try and catch things as well, to no avail. Like, it cannot be understated just how impressive what they did is. Especially now after we tried to experience it as well. It's fucking brutal. Anyway, though, just want to talk about this a little bit. MrBeast almost got us killed. Also, when I ripped that sleeve off of my shirt, my left arm ended up getting eaten, just absolutely fucking feasted upon by every bug in North Carolina. I hated that. That was awful. That's about it. So yeah. What happened with MrBeast? It was a bit of bad blood between Jacksepticeye and MrBeast. As part of a lie detector video, Sean was asked if he likes MrBeast, and he said no. And then he said, like, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? And he said yes, and then it became a big debate on Twitter for a while, and a lot of shit slinging back and forth on it. Thoughts on the John Wick spin-off series, The Continental? I'm not super optimistic. I'm a little worried they might be diluting it too much and running it into the ground, but nothing they've shown looks bad from The Continental. I'm just a little worried. Welcome aboard, Darth. Why didn't he like MrBeast? He said he believed that MrBeast content changed the focus on YouTube from making things that are fun to making things that are like designed to make money and nothing else. So basically like the corporatization of it, fundamentally. Instead of just making things you like, you make things that are algorithmically popular. Which is a fine point to make. Like, MrBeast is the most influential YouTuber when it comes to content. Everyone tries to emulate him because he's the biggest YouTuber. But that mentality has existed for as long as YouTube has, like, in terms of making money. Like, once Ray William Johnson proved the concept, everyone has done similar things. For example, Let's Plays. Like, Let's Plays are the perfect example of that. A lot of Let's Play channels started because it was very easy. Low lift. You can crank out 2-3 Let's Plays per day on a popular game, so it's big in the algorithm, everyone sees it, and it's just an easy way of making money. And that was a lot of Let's Players' drive in the beginning. Not all of them, but it certainly was a huge motivating factor for why Let's Plays blew up so much. So while MrBeast did become the biggest, it's not like he invented the concept of making content that was solely focused on money. That's not unique to him or his influence. Welcome aboard, Ham. And thanks for the 20, Will. But what he's absolutely right about is that MrBeast content did truly change the way a lot of people approach to being a YouTuber. That much is absolutely certain. Hey, well, thanks, Jason. And no, I haven't, Will. Kind of unfair to pin the shift solely on Jimmy. I don't think that's what his intention was. You have to keep in mind the context of where he said it. It was in a funsies video with a lie detector. Lie detector videos aren't real. Sorry to be the one to tell you Santa's fake, but polygraphs aren't real. It's like everyone forgot that. Like, they're just supposed to be a for fun thing, so I don't think he was trying to make a big drama statement out of it. I don't think that was Sean's intention. I don't think he was trying to pin the blame solely on MrBeast or anything like that. Welcome aboard, Kris. Welcome aboard, Gunman. Real enough for the feds, though? I think it's not usable. Like, I don't think you're allowed to use polygraphs. Isn't that one of the big things? But regardless, we looked that up on stream, actually. The answer is yes, you can't use them. But regardless, you guys might remember this. This was actually a big internet controversy for a minute. You guys remember this guy? He was in every single lie detector video. He was the lie detector guy. Well, Scott Kramer made a great video on this subject. Polygraphs are not real. It's inadmissible evidence. You can't use a fucking polygraph for the truth because it's not reliable. The thing with lie detectors on YouTube is the person who administers it usually just gives a thumbs up or thumbs down for the most entertaining answer. So it's not real, it's just supposed to be fun. That's it. So I don't think Sean was looking to stir a controversy. He was just answering the questions in a fun way, and he gave an honest answer to that one. I don't think that was the purpose. Welcome, thanks for the resub, Doofin. Welcome aboard. And welcome, Gummy and Lack. Thanks for the tin, Shane. And yeah, we'll talk about Vince Vintage in just a little bit. Thanks for 10 Vance. You can cheat on those lie detector tests. Yep. There's actually quite a few ways of cheating them, which is why they're not super reliable. I highly recommend watching Scott Kramer's video on that. It's very interesting. Welcome aboard, Jake. And I'm not sure yet, River. I still haven't looked into it. And that's fair, Scar. Welcome aboard, Electro. Yeah, super excited for the event this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. I don't know how many tickets are left, but if we have any left, here, I'll drop the link. September 8th through the 10th. First live event. Actually, not here. I'll just pin it. It'll be easier than spamming it. Welcome aboard, Throbbing. Do you have any big events or big plans coming up? Yeah, doing a live event on the 5th, so Friday. It's a big meet and greet, big party, filming a music video with the audience, and then cheering for our Apex team as they hopefully win the World Championship. Thanks, Abby. The DoD doesn't use polygraphs, but shadier prosecutors have brought in polygraph techs as expert witnesses. Yeah, that's some shady shit. Thanks, Nate. That's awesome, Shane. Glad to hear it. Welcome aboard, Kat. I'll moist meter Starfield when I'm done with it. Happy birthday, Weird. Good luck on your Kickstarter goal. Thanks, Cooper. The GTA 6 release date leaked. Not confirmed, just a rumor. You may remember a couple of years ago, MrBeast and Mark Rober teamed up to launch Team Trees, where they planted 20 million trees with the help of the entire community. And today was a big day because they teamed up yet again, the Avengers assembled once more and launched Team Seas, which aims to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean. And they've called upon the community to help them yet again. And much like the Powerpuff Girls, I answered the hotline. I love a good cause and I love the help. If you want to help, I'll put a link in the description below. It's $1 donated equals 1 pound of trash removed from the ocean. Now, when I first heard about the project, I wanted to do something big, like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking fly a blimp with a giant fishing net dangling from the bottom and pick up 100,000 pounds of trash myself and fucking manhandle that and throw it on the landfill or something. I'm gonna do my part. But that's just not reasonable. That's like a supervillain kind of thing. Like, that's not a realistic idea. And we couldn't exactly just unsupervised go clean up anywhere in our area because we live in Florida. Most of the trash here is actual Schedule II controlled substances. Like, the trash on our beaches isn't like water bottles and bubblegum wrappers. It's narcotics. So we can't exactly just go like fucking handle that. We'll just get arrested for it. So instead, I just wanted to do a video here telling you about MrBeast himself. I want to break the magician's code and tell you about Jimmy off camera. You might remember a month ago I was invited by Jimmy to come up and play poker against him in a high-stakes $50,000 buy-in. And I got lucky enough to slap his cheeks around on the table and walk away with 50 grand. There was no smoke and mirrors. I genuinely did risk and win that money against Jimmy. And that's the first thing I want to talk about. Whatever you see in a MrBeast video is legitimate. Unlike Santa Claus, this is real. He doesn't cut any corners, even when it would be really easy to do so for the video. Like for the being buried alive for 48 hours, he could have easily just been down there for like an hour tops and then just made it seem like it was 48 hours, just have people do a bunch of different things, different times of the night. But he doesn't. He was literally there for that long. And no one could have like proven him otherwise if he just said it was 48 hours but was only there for an hour. Like, what are you going to do? Go to the site and check the soil, run a chemical analysis to make sure there was really a coffin down there for that long? Like, there'd be no way to prove if he didn't do it. But he does it because he is the most genuine, authentic man I've ever met. Being around MrBeast was like a literal inspiration to me, an experience I've never had before. If Jimmy had popped his titty out and told me to suckle, I would have done it without hesitation. That's how moved I was. There is nothing misleading in his videos. He is a genuinely positive and just great person. Like when he gives a car away or a house away, there's nothing attached to that. There's nothing shady there, no strings attached. He covers everything, so that way they never have to pay like a dime on owning it or anything. You know, it's not like, I think it was Oprah, she gave away like a car and then bankrupted the person who received it. I don't remember the whole story, not to slander her. Sorry if you're watching Oprah. Don't remember the story, but the point is, Jimmy covers all of it to ensure that whoever won the item can just enjoy it and not have to worry about anything. Like, he just goes the extra mile on everything. It's incredible. Like, it is actually incredible. One thing that I often see when people talk about MrBeast is they say that he only does these nice things on camera for video views, and off camera there's no way he's helping anyone. And to that, I literally spit on you. Because that's a bunch of dog shit. That is a whole dog's ass. After going there and seeing it firsthand, MrBeast lives his whole life just helping other people. I was fortunate enough to visit the warehouse where MrBeast and Darren ship millions of pounds of food every month to their community. It was something like a 50-mile radius of that warehouse is receiving food from MrBeast and Darren. That's entirely off camera. It's just MrBeast, Darren, and his team helping out the community around them, getting food to people that need it in the area. And it's entirely done off camera because Jimmy has such a passion for helping other people. He doesn't just help people for YouTube videos. He is doing it full-time, all the time. It is truly inspiring. And he treats his team like family, not just like the core crew you see on videos like Carl, Kris, Chandler, and them. He treats his entire crew, everyone around him, no matter how small their role is in the MrBeast brand, he treats all of them like friends and family. Like, we played a pickup basketball game with just a lot of people that he works with, that he considers good friends, because everyone is treated so well. He really does, just all the time, look out for people and want the best for others and does everything he can to ensure other people are happy. I've never been someone that like idolizes someone else or like fights someone else's battles unless it's like Brendan Fraser or Keanu Reeves or something. But with MrBeast, I have never seen someone use money like he does. He uses money not for himself, but for everyone around him to help them be happier or get them things that he thinks will make them happier. And I don't know, it was just something so like awe-inspiring, like truly. He was such a genuinely honest, nice person. And I feel like a lot of people have this impression where if you're doing nice things on camera, you're probably an asshole off camera. And yeah, for some people that might be true, but for MrBeast, fuck man, he might even be like a better person off camera. Like, it's actually incredible. I mean, shit, there was one time where we went to a place where they were filming a video and a nearby tree had to be cut down for the video to occur. And in response to that tree being cut down, he planted 100 more or 1,000 more or something crazy like that in the area nearby. Like, so he felt so bad about having to cut down a single small tree nearby that he put a ton more in its place because he genuinely cares. So anytime you see MrBeast doing something like Team Trees or right now Team Seas, it's coming from a genuine place of passion. He really wants to make the world a better place, and I think he absolutely is every single time he's posting these incredible videos and doing these amazing things with the community. So I'm always super happy to be involved. Now, Mark Rober, hey, he could be a wild card. I don't know anything about Mark Rober. All I know is one time William Osmond tried to call him when he was over at our warehouse, and Mark Rober didn't answer. So take that for what you will. I bet Mark Rober's a great guy as well, but I can tell you from firsthand experience, MrBeast is an incredible guy. There is nothing fake about that man, and I just wanted to share that because since doing the poker tournament, poker match, a lot of people wanted to know a little bit about like what Jimmy's like off camera, because I feel like, you know, he's not the kind of guy to say anything like this about like some of the incredible stuff he does for his community, but I'll tell it for him. I'm like that dad who's really proud of his son, except my son is significantly more successful and just like a fucking better person and everything than me. So, and I'm also not related to him at all. So more or less, I'm just like a super fan, like I'm a K-pop stan for MrBeast. I just wanted to share that because I was truly blown away by that trip. If I had to think of one negative thing about MrBeast, it's that he got me addicted to gambling. Now I just think about poker pretty often, like I want to start playing more poker, and that's probably a very bad thing because I got very lucky in that poker match against him. But yeah, that's like the only like negative thing I could even think of. The guy is truly just a class act, and I just wanted to share that. Team Seas is yet another incredible project that MrBeast is a part of, and what he and Mark Rober are doing is just amazing. I think it is a truly fantastic thing. So if you're interested, click the link in the description below. Every dollar you donate is a pound of trash removed from the ocean. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah.